defensive value, maybe cancel a third base. And considering Estrella really only has Phoenix, he's got 3 Phoenix, 3 Adepts. And that's about it. It does become problematic, although, of course, the Phoenix can lift that up, cancel it out. Gonna be fine there. And hey, more trees, thanks so much for the follow here. What are we at? We're at 3 Phoenix. I'm surprised we're not seeing them pumped even more, as again, Phoenix are a strong defensive utility, specifically for games like this. But unfortunately, a couple of Adepts will die in the middle of the map. I mean, it's a good scout. It lets him know what's coming, what's happening. But you got to be careful. You do not want to lose a single Phoenix. They are by far the most important components of this ult. But for now, okay, so, there we go. We're going to see the Robo get targeted down here. Banshee's trying to do what it can, but of course there is detection. The cloak doesn't really do all that much. Scan to try to find the Observer, successful in doing so. And is there a second? There is not. This Banshee is uncontested. Immortal's going to go down here as well. I said it was going to look good for Estrella. He was going to be able to take advantage of even ping. But even ping is not a strategic necessity. It is just a mechanical necessity. And Gumio, he slaps him with the strategy. Game 1 goes the way of the Taltaran. How skillful are you at pinpointing your opponent's weaknesses with all that supply? But also the supply itself is important. As Gumio here looking to get a little aggressive. He's got 3 Reapers to do Hellions. He's going to try to bump the Adept out of the wall, and he should be successful in that one. They're going to look to dive in actually, but there we go. We're going to have a lift on, what are we going to lift? We're going to lift anything. Are we going to lift anything, Estrella? Please, you have a Phoenix here. You can at least prevent some of the damage from happening, but it looks like he says, no, I just rather have my Phoenix sit here. This does have a lift. He's just not choosing to do anything with it. Now he lifts something, and that's fine. More and more Phoenix are on the way, of course, but this is an entire mineral line that has been wiped out, and this one Reaper still has the damage. No probes are damaged, so it should be fine, and this should just get lifted up. Finally, it's going to go down. That was 14 probes. An extremely hard game for Estrella to make happen, but if, you know, he's going to try to make something happen here. Force field's a little bit late, though, so we're not going to see the high ground, low ground thing. There we go. It's going to be a force field, kind of, but it doesn't really give you any value. It just delays a little bit. Allows you to hold on for just a moment as the Phoenix, they get locked on and they don't go down. But this third base, it almost feels like what we can call an idiot magnet. Almost just feels like this thing that is like, okay, well, it buys me time. I'm going to cancel it. It's whatever. And Widow Mines! Oh, man, those Phoenix are so low anyways. Drop here, Widow Mine shot into the natural. Estrella just not paying attention, so this gets 3 kills. Could have gotten a lot more, but a little bit of missed target there from Gumio. Now the Immortals are out on the map. I mean, this is just it, folks. Gumio's going to stim in. Shield Battle Overcharge is powerful. It's not that powerful. Phoenix is starting to go down. Lifts on the Marauders are nice, of course, and you know it's actually doing a really good job of keeping these Phoenix alive. Look at his health go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. But the rally continues. Now Cyclones have really good lock on. Shield Battery Recharge is done. Gumio tanked the entirety of it, and Estrella in his first EPT Cup since moving to Korea. We'll put this one on jet lag. Gumio, 2-1.
We will have the Reaper finishing up in a few short moments, so Reaper will complete. And it's going to now be Marine production. Like I say, Marines can rally straight from that bunker from that barracks straight into the bunker, and that's really important because that's something which, if the barracks is just on the map, that doesn't really happen usually. It means now there is a very good chance that bunker is able to be the end of that natural expansion. We'll see what the micro is like with the SCV repair. As Reaper really wants to get a probe. Good job from Kalazur. Good control up until now. Playing just a good game until here. So yeah, great job so far. A couple of Marines in the bunker right now as SCV needs to be next to the bunker to dive into it, right? That's what saves the SCV usually. There's now 2 Marines in a bunker, and the Reaper, of course, can pull back. The SCV can hop out and start to get a little bit of repair up. There's not too much to be done just yet, as the battery is about to finish at least. Well, we'll see what we use the battery on. Looks like we're just going to let the Stalker get in. We're going to start jumping this SCV in and out of the bunker. Extra Marine shows up. SCV kind of needs to jump out now to start repairing if we're going to do anything. Super battery pops. I feel like the repair just started a little bit too late here, as now the SCV goes down because the bunker is full otherwise, and this doesn't feel too great for Kalazur. That SCV I really feel like missed out, just not repairing soon enough really gave a huge kind of window of opportunity going the other way. The armory goes down in the back of the main base. Gonna see another barracks just going down over here as well, getting that set up, and this Widow Mine will unburrow and move out through to the middle of the map as well. So there's 2 mines out in the center. Blow up a Zealot, and now a Stalker. Wow, 2 mines actually do pretty okay for themselves. And that 3rd Widow Mine got there to try and be the backup needed to get rid of another Stalker too. Cool little play from Calazur, but there's a Phoenix, and so this medevac will be tracked across the map. At some point, you just gotta decide to unload those mines and hope you can get something out of them, but a second Phoenix is gonna make this very difficult. Because just gonna lift up one of these mines, and that's gonna go down, and it's fair to say that this is becoming a very quick disaster here for Calazur. One mine does survive and will get to finish up, but with units on the natural, Calazur won't get to finish that, and that's just going to be GG's. MaxPax takes Sidestone Gaming to a 3-0 lead. So yeah, that's obviously pretty neat. Oh, you're going to get rid of a couple Stalkers here. Calazur catching MaxPax. A little unaware as that one Stalker up the right side, going to get pushed back, and the Cyclone doesn't even go down. MaxPax losing a lot here initially, and Calazur might just be about to keep Team Liquid alive in this series. Oh, yes, he might be. He might just have it here. This is a scary start from MaxPax. Blink not done yet either, so he can't utilize that for now. How does he want to do this? He might, when Blink finishes, want to blink out of his base and maybe like come in from the side, jump on the tank. Immortal Chrono boosting out. The problem is you're losing gateways, you're losing production. Without that production, life is going to become very, very difficult for you. Gateway taking a few more shots, and feels as though as these Stalkers blink in, they're going to get rid of that tank. These Marines get taken down, and he is going to clean this up. Calazur didn't quite get rid of that second gateway, which is a little bit of a shame maybe, but overall I'd say that this is just about alright. It's going to be seeing the prison, a couple gates coming through, that Dark Shrine coming up as well, so all of that building here right now. Fortunately for him, so nothing lying open in wait for him. Now, it's going to be a good amount of Stalkers that are going to hop up into this base, and they're going to get stim. No, Calazur, no, 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 no. Losing stim is obviously horrendous. Oh, that's really bad. We're going to blink on this tank as well. Oh, man. The Max just going to kill him with the play into the main. I didn't think he was just going to kill him here. I thought he'd be able to put on some pressure, but to straight up get a kill? Because there's a group of Marines on the map, and they are just not going to find the same sort of value that's being found with this group of units over here. The Immortal gets lifted and saved. It's basically SCVs versus Stalkers. GG from Calazur. Sidestorm Gaming get the 4-0. Gonna be seeing a couple Marauders trying to lead the charge, and well, Army is just up on the low ground at the moment. Just gonna be seeing the medevacs unloading the main, unseen by the way. There's just a portion of space that doesn't have vision on it in this main, so in we go. You're gonna probably deny the Robo Bay building once again if you just aim for that pylon immediately. 10 seconds until extended thermal lance. Yup. Now we might actually kill the Robo Bay if that upgrade doesn't get out at all. It's going to weaken the Colossi throughout this entire situation. There goes the Robo Bay. And now it feels like your Colossi are just nowhere near what they're meant to be. And that's obviously very frustrating. And it's absolutely not what you want to be having happen. So, yeah, not a great day to be playing Frog at the moment. So, yeah, that's kind of funny. How do team games work? This is the best 7, where for the first 2 maps, Fighting Frog and Special play, then the next 2 maps, 2 other players from each team play, and the next 2 maps, 2 other players from each team play. And if we need a map 7, we go into that, so it's just a full series made up of players from each team. This clearly is a very good fight for Boy Special. He's going to get that W, and he's going to get the first point on the board for Sidestone Gaming today, so able to get that done nice and easily, convincing. Special is... Oh, he's got the potential to dive a Colossus here. There's no battery on this base, man. Oh, this is bad for Fine Frog. This pylon might just go down. The Protoss army was hitting the Nexus for a moment or two. That Phoenix gets shot down already, and the Marauders are just split up, tanking the damage, so they are doing great. I think that's going to be a... I think that's already going to do it, more or less, honestly. Nexus goes down, and obviously that puts Special in a great spot here already, and again, this doesn't feel like Fine Frog was quite able to find the magic which he sometimes can in these events. Not today, unfortunately. He can win a mines to the main base. Loading, and two of them get burrowed. The split has to be kind of last second. And that's 13 probes killed. So yeah, Special is really just looking fantastic right now in this game number 2, and looking to bounce up. Actually, it's giving you a little bit of a pre-idea of what's about to happen, how this fight might be about to go. Just going to be seeing the Phoenix pulling back a little bit. The MPs are going to be looking to line up. And pretty nicely, the Disruptor will get rid of the 2 ghosts. The third had already died. Super Battery falls. I mean, that was the Disruptor shot, though. So now the Disruptor dies. Special's fight, is it good enough? I mean, he's killing Colossi, which generally suggests this is probably going to be okay for him. As with only Phoenix left, there's only so much they could realistically kill. Marines are slowly chewing through them. This base will go down again. And this does look as though we've got ourselves a GG's here. And that one will be wrapping up. And that will be that. So, there you have it. To the left now, seeing where it can go. Stalkers, a couple Disruptors. Do you have the Roach Ravagers move forward and some Vials? Trying to come through there as well. Disruptor shot lands again on a good chunk of Roaches. Another Disruptor shot up the ramp, and ooh, again a good chunk of Roaches getting hit by that. Lands nicely, does very well. Just needs one good fight here. Big Disruptor shot down the Roaches. CT gonna go swiping through this hatch on the right side yet again. So just gonna go picking through that.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
All right, we're live, guys. I'm here with your commissioner, Hyper Turtle.
Hello.
What is up, man? We'll get some
Well,
good games.
Greetings, children. Tonight, we're going to be talking about StarCraft. There's going to be some exciting games, some laughter, and if you listen and watch well, we might even learn something together. We got a good night of FSL going. All Codas and Codas Plus, some of our best players. And I think we've got some getting ready, choosing their maps right now.
Yeah, they are.
Today and next Friday, we're going to be focusing on just some of the players who have had to reschedule. And then we'll be heading straight into the playoffs. We are almost at the end of the season.
Yeah, we're gonna start with this Vales Sir Malagant match. I don't think Malagant, even if he wins his last two, will be in the playoffs. But Vale certainly is. He's doing his vetoes right now.
Oh, Vales has been very dominant, not only here, but also in 2v2. And here, I've got my... I'm in mod mode, but I'm trying to find the command to delete this Ben thing.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna get the maps
All
all
right.
set up. So, because they have their first map veto done, so they're just working on the next couple.
Oh, here we go.
The cool thing about playing Europe is they usually don't have any lag issues with
Okay. All right. Well, I just did my first Twitch ban. Felt good. It's not going to be too long before I get drunk with power, but we'll have to see.
Okay, so let's talk to him. Let's bring him in. Let's talk to him.
Yes, indeed. All right, Vales, Sir Malagant. We are going to have some nice end-of-season action here. And Vales, I believe you got the last selection too on the maps.
Yeah, he dropped off on the camera, but Malagant I can see on the camera.
Yeah, but not in the chat.
Yeah, he's still on the chat. Maybe he dropped period because yeah, he hasn't been doing the selections. Oh, and he dropped online too.
All right, we'll see.
Alright, well, we have Malagant here. So while you chat with him, I'm gonna go
Do we?
ask.
I don't think we do. I think we lost both of them.
No, Malagant's on. No, he's on. His video is on. He's on
Okay.
StarCraft. It's just Vales that completely disappeared. So
Okay.
let me let's go check. Let me start the interviews with Malagant while you try to reach up, find Vales, I guess.
Yeah, I don't see him in Discord though.
Yeah, he disappeared from Discord. Let's see. Maybe there's a weird outage. Both of them
There's always an
disappeared.
outage somewhere.
Yeah. Discord, guys.
Yeah, here, I'll let him know.
Yeah, I do see Gray is getting ready. We can kind of show that too.
Yep.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see Vales is back
Gray
on.
and Lighthood are going to be doing a match as soon as we're done with this one.
There you go. Vales is back on.
Okay.
Let's see.
Welcome back.
All right. Okay. So we have Vales on, and Malagant's video is on, but I'm trying to get him on Discord. So, but keep going.
Vale,
Let's
can you
go.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you see
Okay,
me?
excellent. Yeah, we're just getting everything up and going.
Fair enough.
So we were saying you've had a pretty dominant season all around. Not just in Code S, but also in 2v2.
Not as dominant as last season, but yeah.
You know,
Pretty
you
decent.
set the bar high, there's nowhere to go but down.
This is true.
Okay, so you're playing a Protoss here, Vales. We saw you do some race switching. What do you think about tonight? What do you think? What are you feeling?
Pretty confident today. Race
Yeah.
switching, just a bit of fun.
Right?
Your kid's pretty good.
And Maligant
hear
is
me?
pretty dangerous too. Okay, we can hear you. Maligant's here, so we
Alright,
just gotta
good.
get him on camera. But we
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, good.
Camera. I've been on camera. I've been on Discord, so I'm not sure what's
Yeah,
happening.
your Discord disappeared,
and
but you're
forth.
back on, and now I see you on camera now too. Okay, cool. Maligant,
I've been
man.
brave tonight.
Maligant's on now. So, Maligant, what about you? You know, Vale says he feels pretty confident. How are you feeling?
Pretty okay. Yeah, I was
Pretty
able to
okay.
do some. Did some practice. So
Excellent.
hopefully it should be fine.
Okay, most generic question I ever have. What do you think of the new patch?
He hasn't noticed.
I'm okay. I
It's
guess.
still, yeah, it's still in the conversation, so I still gotta ask.
Cyclone Y.
Yeah, there's why, but I don't see it causing as much commotion in the game as some people expected. But yes, the question of why is still very much there.
Yeah, I mean the mothership was a good I guess changes to the mothership. I'm okay with it. What else was done in Protoss?
Well, I'm
Yeah, the disruptor.
Tempest, Disruptor,
Yep,
Sentry a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mothership and the Cyclone, those were the big, like, full-on redesigns. So, very curious if I'll be seeing either of those in this match.
All right. Well,
Let's see.
if they don't care too much
Mhm.
about the patch, we shouldn't. But let's get
No.
this started, guys. Good luck to both of you.
Alrighty,
Alrighty, ready?
be on the other side.
All right. So Maligant's video is way too close. We see his, but let's not care about that. Let's get this going.
Hey, you know, you got a nice prominent Adam's apple, you give the ladies what they want.
And what are the maps? Ancient Cistern to start. Gresvin,
Mhm.
then Neo Humanity.
Neo-Humanity, if it gets that far. Vales has done very well with 2 O's, though, so he's gonna have to, I think Sir Maligant's going to have to fight to get there.
Yeah.
And they are both ready.
Okay. Let's do it. I will help you with
So-
this casting because I
Oh,
know
absolutely.
both players here pretty well. And then this matchup is fun. Honestly, I have fun with this matchup. Although
Yeah, and
it's hard from the Terran perspective, at least at my level, I have a hard time.
I've heard complaints both ways, but yep, goes all around. So, in the bottom left, we have the Green Knight. He is
Sir Maligan.
And in the upper right, we have the Red Terran, and he is called.
Vales.
All right. And before anyone comes at me, yes, I'm well aware that Sir Maligan was not the Green Knight, but that there was one in the round table. Anyway, ooh, very early scouts. Think he's going to be proxying?
You know, Vales has
Oh,
been
he does put up
unpredictable,
barracks.
man. He's been unpredictable. He's been doing different things than we expected from last season. Last season, he was doing 3 Raxes consistently. This season, no idea.
And we see a probe already out just to see if there is a proxy barracks out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So I'll tell you about Maligant. Oh, he is doing
Yes,
the block.
he is.
Okay, cool. He
Okay.
will scout like a mother. He will find things. Because I played him many times as Terran. And he will find... He always seems to find any proxy barracks I do. He always seems to find, even if it's like all the way in the back, a proxy...
I remember that a couple
Stuff.
weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, look at the
And
way
it-
he does it. Look at him. He is going to expand instead of dealing with
Oh,
this.
wow. I see Zerg do this a lot, but not Protoss quite as much.
Yeah,
where they
Protoss
just,
can do
move
this.
on to their third.
I've seen them do this, right? It
Right.
is a little bit
However-
more of a pain in the butt because now you gotta protect. You know, you're too separate. So
Yeah. Whereas if you're Terran, what do? You just build the command center and then float it a few moments later.
exactly. So we'll see how he does it. He opts because I've done this to him too, by the way, where I block him.
Mm-hmm.
And what he does is he either pulls pros and makes a Zala, or he expands. He chooses the latter.
Yeah.
So
And
expands
it's very
separately.
interesting because not only did he expand to a third spot, but he still took down the half-complete engineering bay with a couple of probes, so that dedicated some time too.
That's a good point.
Oh, and we have a Twilight Council right off the bat there.
Yeah.
I see an Adept on the way. Possibly he's going to try to get some damage done with Glaive.
Oh,
We'll have to
look at
see.
this. So look at this, man. He's going 3 racks, which is what this is Veils of last year, consistently doing this. In fact, last year he was doing this too, where he would do the eBay block. So the
Right.
only problem with this is Malagat knows how he plays, and I've done 3 raxes, 4 raxes, whatever with him, so he should be prepared for this type of play. Whether he
And also,
whether he executes is another story. We'll see.
yeah, also 3 Rexes have just become a lot more popular. Thank you again, Bjorn. But you know, a lot of the time it's to Reapers right away, but it also lends itself very well to just mass bio.
Here it is.
He's shading up. He does not close the engineering, not the engineering, but the supply depot.
Let's see how good his control here is, because he should not lose this Adept, maybe even kill 1 or 2 SCVs.
Although,
no,
knowing that there's 3 racks, that is
Oh,
very
that
good information. He does indeed lose it, yes.
Yeah.
Dark Shrine.
Woo.
I think he's fighting fire with invisible fire.
And look at that proxy. Love it, you know, because you only have 2 scans. And look, Mr. Veils is just now converting the orbital. So he will probably drop a mule with that. So he won't have that scan. He'll probably have the other if he's... Because this, how far along is this guy? Oh, this DT shrine is almost done, man.
It's almost done.
Oh.
And if you're going Mass Marine, you're probably going to be Mule Hammer, and you're probably going to be going very heavy on mineral focus.
He does have an eBay, man. So when is he gonna make that turret? Because here's the shrine.
I mean,
Dark Templar being warped in now. He needs to make that turret.
Yeah, typically the rule of thumb is if there's any possibility of air or invisible harass, you want that turret, those turrets to be in each mineral line around the 4-minute mark.
Look at him split it. Like he doesn't send
go.
them together at the same exact. But he is blocking the entrance. Beautiful. So he will have at least 1 scan.
Right, he's going to have to kind of dig through the Marines to get anywhere.
But he's
All
together.
Right, what's he going to do? And they're yeah, I was just going to say that. He kind of had them split up to begin with, and
good.
he joined them.
He gets away.
Yeah, very much knows what he's dealing with, and I think he's going to be adding a Raven in just a moment.
He doesn't have
He does
another
have a
scan.
lab in the starport.
Malagat's not testing it, and if he did, he'd do some damage. And he's
here
gonna
comes
test.
that Raven. So
the Raven.
This could have been a whole lot worse, but Veil's quick on the draw.
Okay.
Oh, and look at that right away.
2. This is not good.
Right, he's got. I mean, there's 1 Marine that's at half health. That's pretty much the extent of the damages. He did lose a couple of workers, but I think he can manage that.
Yeah, this is not a great result, but Malagat has a 3rd base, and so he needs to survive, man. He needs to survive this big push when it does come.
And that's the big thing, because his most saturated expansion is is pretty far from his main.
Here's the other problem. He needs AoE, and he's getting Robo, so I guess he's gonna get Colossus. But he needs it soon, because dealing with this many Marines.
Right.
I mean, I suppose you can make Archons,
be
but
permanent until those medevacs manage to reach the rest of the army.
yeah, Veils is not pushing out.
Yeah, he's not
yet.
moving out yet. He's just looking, just seeing what he can find. And with that Raven, you know, he can exterminate yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Ghostbusters right here.
Yeah, he's trying not to lead him to where.
Yeah. that was very well performed. Just kind of leading them on a chase, but not towards where the production is.
Okay, guys.
I love how much thought's being put into this. It's this is a very stressful situation to keep
Oh, Malagat's getting Colossus tech, but it's not gonna be ready.
Less than a quarter of the way done.
How's he gonna hold? This is a lot of Marines with stim.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, no stim yet.
Yep.
No stim yet.
Oh, okay. No combat shields either. So
yeah, and he's not in position.
Splash damage.
He's not in position. He keeps making these DTs, which is a waste right now. But
yeah,
at least
that Raven's gonna be there as long as that is. They're not gonna do anything.
This is the overcharge, which is good.
All right, I don't see a Guardian shield down. That would help too. Ooh.
Maligan, he's trying to...
Rapid
Oh!
fire. Interesting.
But Maligan's surviving, man. On
Yeah,
this.
6 or 7 workers on both sides.
He is using charge to kind of slow this down a bit. And there's the Guardian Shield.
There's the Guardian Shield. Didn't last long, though. And here we go. Oh, those Stalkers having to retreat to a second battery, then going down as well.
The Colossus tech is ready, but he has not queued it up because he's very busy here at the front. And now he's going to pull workers.
There's over 20 supply difference right now between
I
the two
hate
of
pulling workers, period, just because they seem so damn useless.
them. Exactly, especially against range units, especially.
Yeah. But this army is whittled down. Maligan has lost.
There have been casualties on both sides.
18 and 9.
Workers,
yeah, 18 workers versus 9.
look,
Maybe we missed it on the other side, man. Maybe he killed some workers.
There was some harassment going on, I think, with the Dark Templar.
Yeah.
And I believe Vale's lost about 6 or 7 workers total.
Yeah, the Colossus is coming up soon. Well, it's not even halfway. Never mind. There's a lot of bio coming. And a tank.
And Thermal Lance is even further off. On top of that, a siege tank really makes this harder to defend.
Yeah. You know, Maligan knew bio was coming, and he was taking so long, and he was not in position. So he got caught off guard here. I think the first few volleys, he could have, like, weakened that ball earlier. But he was
I'd say some of this really goes back to that engineering bait block and the decision to go ahead and take a further expansion to begin with.
You're 100% right.
It's a tough decision, and any kind of block right that early, there's so little you can do to prevent it, and so much of a headache.
And he's not fighting together. This is a misclick. I don't know what he's doing.
Everything got divided up. The Colossus nowhere to be seen. Bio and the
we're gonna have to ask him about this. What was that?
Well, I'm pretty sure that was a misclick.
Yeah, you can have that kind of a misclick.
A lot of kiting going on here. Right now, they do have stem combat shields and +1.
And he didn't pull it all the way back. He's having mouse problems or something. He's getting wrecked here because of that.
I don't know. I know he only just got home, so
that's true.
He might not have had enough time to prepare and test things out.
Well, you know, he did say he practiced earlier, but you do get reset a little bit, right, when you go drive and do stuff.
It is just amazing how that works. Just the mechanics and the instincts.
Yeah, and he's dead as a doornail right now because he's down to one base.
I personally GG, we got it. Yeah, personally I like to do some versus AI matches before I go competitive, because if I do ladder matches before a tournament, good chance of me coming into the tournament already tilted.
Yeah, you know, if you know that there is bio coming, that's #1 priority.
Right.
And he was not ready. And he was trying to do it with just a few gateway units, which means you better be in the right position. And he
held
not.
for a while. He had a couple good shield batteries, but in the end, I mean, one of the options might have even been just to let that third base go, since he had a barely saturated expansion. Vale says low eco game. Sir Maligant, I'm thinking vampire cam here, you know?
Yeah, we would ask him to fix it, but at this point it's kind of late. Let's just have a much better
he's got another match tonight. He can live and learn.
Yeah, if he wants to go do that. Okay, let's see.
All right, hydration, very important, as Vale's demonstrating. All right, we have 2 players who are ready to go. We are doing Gresvin this time.
All right, man. Let's
AJ,
see.
your unit losses make me wonder if you even know what a drone is. Pure Zerglin suicide is not the way to victory. Sunrise, you built more pylons than a parking lot. Maybe focus on power structures next time.
He's still thinking about the game I played a while ago, like as in 2 days ago, so I don't know what he's talking
Either that or he sees the toy pylon over my shoulder. Alrighty. In the lower right, we have the red tearing up one map. He is and his opponent In the upper left, the Protoss clad in green he is.
Sir Maligan.
Alright, he's gonna
All
do the
right.
Reaper wall, which
Exactly.
is not a bad
I love
idea.
how over the years the places that are jumpable have become more and more highlighted.
I don't mind it.
There's all. Yeah, no, I'm fine with it too. I would love, I'd be fine if they even added a caution Reaper crossing sign.
Might as well make it fun. It's also good to help out the other
Exactly.
level players, so that way they don't deal with that stuff, right? They just
Exactly.
kind of
Well,
like the
it's
this
like-
placement area that on new bases, the expansions. You know how it has
If
that.
it's accurate, it isn't always accurate.
Yeah. I remember
Yes,
3
I mean
seasons
that's
ago.
very much what it's for. In Brood War, you have these new maps that come out, and the first thing you get is a bunch of charts about how to properly wall off. But if the map makers can help people visualize,
Whoa,
it's
look at
just
this.
a little bit of extra work.
Maligan's like he was there early to prevent
No
the
block this time.
Yeah, the block, and he was patrolling until he had enough money, and he prioritized making it.
Absolutely, I've definitely done that before.
And he's gonna close off this wall now. Meanwhile, Vales
Indeed.
this time makes a Reaper. The last time he did not.
Right, he was focused on army supply, but yeah, I mean he didn't have to because he already had an SCV right in his opponent's base. So that's kind of the choice. Usually a Reaper is a little bit more economical. You get that extra SCV sticking around. And the Reaper can even cause some annoyance or even potentially some damage. 2 Reapers in production.
Well, did he cancel it? Yeah, he canceled it. Oh, he did. He's gonna make another one. He canceled it and then he put it back again.
I think there's one already out.
Oh,
then
never
2 in
mind. He has
production.
2 Rax Reapers.
Mhm.
That's why.
So he might try to be even more annoying.
Okay. Well, it just that's what
Yeah,
you want to be.
It's a great way to let off steam after one too many times of a probe walking up and tickling the SCV when it's in the middle of building.
Okay, so he backs
StarCraft
off.
is definitely a game where you take your frustration off on whoever's there.
Yeah, Vales does not commit that one Reaper just yet.
Yeah, that is interesting. There
think
is
he
already
knows.
an Adept out.
I think he knows that there was a Reaper wall on the high ground, so he doesn't want to get trapped. But the buddy's gonna join this Reaper.
Look at the Shade following down. It'll hurt it, but yeah, I didn't think it would finish it off.
Okay,
Ooh,
Maligan
boy.
knows now. Good.
Yeah, how much of a trade is this going to be? In the end,
Oh.
yeah, the Adept goes down, and these Reapers keep their med kits right in their pocket. They will heal up.
Yeah, these 3 Reapers.
Oh yeah, they can take down a few probes even with that shield battery. And there's just one Stalker that's almost ready to come in.
So
And
far,
here comes the 4th Reaper.
yeah, so far only 1 probe lost, so this is not
he-
bad.
Yeah, did he just eliminate a pylon?
He canceled a second shield battery.
Okay.
When there's more Reapers coming, Maligan knows this.
Yeah, when Reapers smell blood, the Reapers keep on reaping.
Oh, no cancel on that shield battery.
Yeah, I don't think the previous shield battery got canceled either. I'm not
Maligan's
positive,
slow
though.
to use his other guy. There it is.
Yeah, we need to back them away again, but that's the thing. Reapers recover a lot faster than Protoss shields do.
Okay,
Not the
gateway.
Protoss shields take the good ones,
Warp
so.
gate is done, so he'll have
Mhm.
another stalker
Right,
soon.
and
Where
more
is it?
gateways on the way too, so I think we're going to have quite a few ground units hacking to each other pretty soon.
I think this Reaper harass is pretty much over now, though. There's
Yeah,
quite enough.
I mean, he's
stalkers
probably
here.
going to just see if he can get it paid for a tiny bit more, but then yes.
Yep.
I think he's going to be already transitioned into Marines.
Hey, he's killing quite a bit.
But look at this. I mean, he's already damaged the economy a bit. He can cause just a little more damage. Now that wall not only prevents Reapers from coming in, it also keeps them from using that spot as an escape route either. So they're going to have
Oh,
to take
good
the long way
pullback.
around.
He's still not
Oh.
using the other ones. And I think he did. You know what? He mentioned last
Yeah,
week the F2. He must have unbound it.
Oh yes. There was a wonderful one of those like Vince McMahon memes on Reddit today, of different levels of meticulously control group every unit.
Yep.
Second was only control group of spellcasters. Third was
Hey.
use the F2 key.
Hey, Hyper Turtle.
Fourth was use the
Uh-huh.
select all army button on the screen.
Hold that thought, man. 8
command
Reapers
left,
for 8 probes,
Yeah.
and now
I
these
hope that's
stalkers
all right.
are going to punish him.
Right, this is definitely going to be a cancel. Yep.
Oh no, this is going to be big punishment because he doesn't have enough
Right.
bio right now.
Exactly, all those Reapers got sacrificed.
Yeah, this revenge of the nerds, I suppose.
Here we go.
Or at least stalkers.
Yep. Hey, there's a lot of movies where the stalkers get revenge, at least for a while.
Oh, this is not
But,
good for
No, he's going to be losing a lot.
yeah, this micro
Maligan's
too.
still a little behind in supply, but he's at half the arm.
Yeah, Maligan, as long as he keeps doing this, he kind of backs off a little bit, and he's
Right,
gonna
exactly.
macro, and he's adding a
Let the shields
prism
recharge.
with
More
charge.
prism,
Okay.
Instant reinforcements coming up. Now it is interesting, even after that, Vales is ahead in both worker and army supply. So he might try to catch up where Stim's just about to complete.
Oh, this is the dangerous
And I
part.
think he can chase these down. Oh,
Ooh,
not with
gets
the
away
tempo.
just in time. He needs to get going.
Upgrade versus upgrade there.
Yep. Okay, here it is. He's just gonna go home. He's trying to blink out. No more losses since that.
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
but the
Yeah,
prism.
first,
He doesn't have F2, man. The prism is gonna die.
Don't.
That's the problem. F2, right?
Well, F2 or setting rallies. If you set your rallies across the map sometimes ahead of time.
Here it is.
There's that, and then there's forgetting to change it too.
Shield battery's done. Charge is about to finish, and that's gonna swing the other way and the punish back.
Right. This is kind of familiar to last game, except this is a much more defensible position.
Yeah.
The Marines and Marauders can only attack from that one choke point.
And you could look at Maligan. He's prioritizing an immortal because of this.
Well, he's putting the immortal out, but the robotic support bay is also on the way, so he definitely wants to go for Colossus again, or maybe Disruptor, but I'm
Okay.
assuming Colossus.
Maligan's confident. He's expanding on this side. There's just you know he's.
Well, it's two armies that just kind of keep following each other back home. So up until now, they've known pretty much where the other is.
Maligan's down
yeah,
in the
there's that
workers, dude.
Yeah. Observer next. Yeah, Vales, once again, despite all that, quite the supply lead. However, medevacs are only just starting production. That's a lot of wounded troops there.
I think so. Here's the thing. He's got Colossus coming out. By the time Vales pushes out, he'll have Colossus. It really just depends on Protoss if they're gonna have a prism on the other side to punish.
Yeah,
so
he's going to want to do some punishing, and he's going to want to try to take out a lot of targets at once.
But the thing is, he only has one Robo, so you want to keep making Colossus. So he won't have a prism. But he does have the Observer, so he's going to see what's happening. And when Terran pushes, Maligan needs to catch up.
Terran has +1 attack, and Maligan is just starting to research that.
Yeah, Maligan needs to catch up. Look at his worker count. It's not good at all.
I'm curious whether Vales is going to be keeping his eye out for that Observer blur.
There's the one Colossus, and he needs to constantly produce stuff from this Robo, and he's not. That's a big mistake.
He's trying to catch up on workers and upgrades a little bit, but yes.
But you gotta produce from this thing continuously. You're in big trade. He stopped right here.
Exactly. He's got 400 minerals. And
he's gonna go Disruptor, which actually is a bit more potent.
Doubling up on the splash damage can actually be very effective.
Okay, he knows us on the move. This is it. Maligan will lose if he does not punish this.
He was watching the whole thing, just like he said he'd be.
Here it is, man. This is a very.
We'll be ready.
And you know, Vales doesn't know about the expansion. Oh yeah, now he does. Never mind.
Well, yeah, both the hallucination and the scan going out almost simultaneously.
Yeah.
It's the old ICU.
He's not shooting with the Colossus
a lot of Protoss
thing,
going
though,
down.
too. Good force fields though, but
very good force fields. That was effective, although it also got in the way of the Zealots. That tank is.
Here's a Disruptor. He needs a good shot.
That Colossus has to back up too. Yeah, come on.
Oh my gosh, he did not move the Disruptor at all. What a useless thing. His control has been really subpar today.
Disruptors, it's very, between them and Vipers, that's one of the roughest things with Control All Army.
Yeah, he's just not sharp today. He's gonna.
When it's a unit that doesn't possess an attack, it will keep moving if you
And the
A-click
warp
it,
in here is slow because it's far.
Yep, a little bit too far away. And he does have a pylon that's right next to Nexus too. That's just a little error.
Okay, these.
Yeah, there's a parade push coming here. This is gonna get worse before it gets better, if it gets better.
He has
135 supply to 77.
He has 2 Colossus coming now, but it's a little too late for them. He's gonna lose the base.
Right, Colossus just don't last very long if you don't have a good number Gateway or Robo units in front. However, Vales does take his foot off the gas. He's regrouping.
No, he's smart. He's like, I did enough damage. Now I just defend.
Well, not only that, he's looking to do a bit of harassment damage instead.
Yeah, and he can do it. I mean, this is 3 Liberators, man, and you need quite a bit of Stalkers to deal with that.
And if you take out the 3rd, that means there's gonna be all the more workers in the main and the natural.
There's the rebuild.
1 Liberator goes down right
One's
away.
down, but there's 3 others. Yeah. He spots it. His mining is going to be disrupted quite a bit now.
Yeah. And yeah, this is the point where
and look, Vales is pushing up front too.
Oh,
but this is 3 Colossus. He should crush this army.
Right. Siege tank goes down almost right away. Colossus and Zealots trying to chase down the infantry. Disruptors, yeah, he's going to need the Stalkers to focus those down as quickly as possible.
Woo! This is dangerous actually for Vales because if he doesn't handle this right, he may die on the pushback. But he does have so many Liberators, man. This is 5.
There are all those liberation zones overlapping. Once Terran gets dug in with a siege, it can be very hard to move out against them.
He can shoot these. He has enough healing here. He needs to start taking care of these Liberators. He's taking too long. I think he could have taken 1 or 2 of them out.
Right.
But
there's only gonna be more reinforcements coming.
Yeah.
Expansion denied.
Here it is.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna go all out. Oh, the Stalker's not really focusing on the Liberators.
Anti-air.
He has almost no anti-air. He has no anti-air now, yeah.
Oh, man.
And look at the difference in production. All kinds of units and upgrades coming from Vales right now. Just a few Stalkers coming out for Sir Malagant, and the difference in supply is getting way close to 30%.
Yeah, he needs to put these Colossus on hold. Start picking up these Liberators one at a time. But you can kind of... But there's... Oh my gosh, there's 2 more.
And no air units on the side of Sir Malagant, and not really enough gas to even start on that. He's going to have to make do with what he's got, and that's going to be Blink Stalkers.
And now he's forced to do something because it's in his face now.
Right. Bale's taking a 4th. Oh, yeah. And he, I don't think he was even looking at that moment.
Yeah,
he was trying to get his...
There's no way out of this
trying to macro. I do like this as far as those go. He is warping and blinking, so he can at least attack from 2 sides.
Yeah, behind the Liberators is a good idea.
Right.
But he needs the Colossus on the other side.
Out of the options he got, that's a pretty good one to go with, but I think he's going to run out pretty soon. Colossus, as tall as they are, cannot shoot up. GG.
Alright, we're going to have to ask about
I think we have
a few things in there, but Vales wins.
Yes, we do. Vales continuing his dominance. All right. Good game there.
Good games.
We had some very excellent back and forth. First game, it seemed like that engineering bay block just paid off since the first expansion had to be so far out. Second game, that Reaper harass. Vales, I think you managed to get some pretty good openings both times around.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, good harass.
So Malagant, we have some questions on. Did you make some control issues there? Because game 1, we noticed your army was split and you lost quite a bit.
Yeah.
Is that a mouse thing? What happened?
Yeah, I think it was. No, it was my select. When I selected it, I didn't select the Colossus with it. So yeah, it was a selection thing.
Related to that, I noticed. I think you unbound your F2 key.
Yeah, I did.
Aha! I knew it because I saw some of the Stalkers not joining the fight. and now you're
It's
going
like,
through that pain of transition, aren't you?
I know, right? I hate the F2 key, so I
Yeah.
have to remove it.
You're gonna have to lose a few games and until you get used to it. But at the end of the day, well, afterwards you will be happy, right?
Well, you're braver than I am, anyway. Sir
I'm me.
Maligan, by the way, the camera is currently zoomed in on your neck. We're calling
Yeah.
it the vampire cam right now.
Yeah.
What
Alright,
the heck?
and speaking of which, the F2, I noticed Vale still has his F2 because we saw him F2 back all his.
No,
his
I
Marines.
don't.
We
Nah,
saw,
don't use
we
that.
saw
No,
this
no,
one
no, no.
Reaper.
I saw
saw
him
this
like
one
after
Reaper
his
that was
Reaper
just hanging out.
harass yeah, all these units. He's like, oh, let me go back. That's pretty cool. Well, it was a nice
many-
win, Vales. You look pretty sharp. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. Very solid bio play.
What
I think I was okay. I think 4 minute supply blocks in both games is bad. But
So-
yeah, other than that, I think I was pretty solid.
I guess
Yeah, and
between
that salt was
sharp-
good. You know, even winning, you still want to see where you might have been able to
improve
just a
Yeah.
tiny bit. And Sir Maligan, we will be seeing you a little bit later.
Maligan,
Am
are
I
you
playing
ready for
Dark Menace?
the best Zerg player, the only one in the FSL,
Yeah,
at least
man.
at this
Yeah,
level?
let's play the games. The
okay.
sooner the better.
All right, you might as well. Okay, cool. Well, let's take a break. If Vales, any final words from you? I mean, nice job. You have to go somewhere, so I know you guys got started.
Yeah, I'm getting up early in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool,
not
cool.
go somewhere, go nowhere,
that's
so
what
you
it
can go
was.
somewhere tomorrow, right?
He's going to
Thank you.
Dreamland. All right, cool.
Thank you. GG's everybody. Good luck
GG.
later.
19 after midnight over there.
All right, Maligan,
Hey,
we'll be
well,
back
am
with
I-
you in a bit, okay?
Am I playing Dark Menace right away?
You can, or we can move it
Okay.
towards later
Yeah,
on.
let's do it.
You wanna
Yeah, let's
while
do it
you're
now.
warm, so
Yeah.
I figure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with you versus Dark Menace after this.
Alrighty.
There's him on the bottom side, just waiting for its opportunity to make a move. More pros going down the top, those banelings crashing in where they can, trying to find some openings, but honestly not finding too much all said and done. Zazals that continue to get so much done in that main base, on the natural as well, so just shredding through workers, and Hate Me has no choice but to type GG's. And that is Geralt taking a W and putting Sidestorm Gaming onto Matt. Kind of fun to see, but we'll see if it works out for him over the next little while here. Got the Rotron starting up from Hate Me, so you will want Roaches, of course, to deal with the eventual Archons that come from this Dark Shrine. It's going to be part of the plan for the moment, as these couple of Debs do shade back and stay away from the links. They just get free kills. And obviously, we'll be able to heal back up on the back of that. So, look.
Alrighty, we are
Good
back
there.
now because we have a schedule change, right? Hyper Turtle.
I think this was the plan originally, but Lighthood hadn't logged in, but he's available now.
All right.
Yeah, we're going from Europe to Africa as far as Lighthood goes.
Yeah, he's got to
We're
go.
going to be
It's
taking
late.
on Gray. Let's bring them in.
Yeah, let's bring in Gray. I don't see Lighthood yet, so just get him on
Oh,
there.
well, I hear him though. Welcome, Lighthood. Welcome, Gray.
Hi guys. Good evening.
Hey. So we are going to be getting into a Code S match. Gray, this is going to be one of 2 matches you're going to be doing tonight.
Yeah, so Gray's on camera right now. Lighthood, when he gets on,
Right.
we'll put him on. But
Yeah,
go ahead, let's
Lighthood,
ask the questions.
had to reboot. Okay, Gray. How are you doing tonight?
So I tried playing a couple of games before my match with Lighthood, and I lost all of them. So it's not really encouraging, but I'm still looking forward to our game.
We were actually just chatting about how before I play like an FSL game or another tournament thing, I always just take on the AI to warm up because if I take on if I go ladder, I will get tilted even if I don't lose.
Yeah, I'll do that next time. Definitely.
Hey, that's a good idea. I should have been doing that in the first place.
Yeah, so much is so much of breaking StarCraft habits is just learning to outsmart yourself.
Yeah, I play like 5 games, like 5 ladder games, and then I lost all of them.
Yeah, Lighthood was just letting me know he's rebooting his computer. So.
Got it. Okay. Hey, question. Him being in Africa and Gray being in Asia, what is the server that works best for both of them? The best one. Nothing is ideal, but what is the best? US West, US East?
Well, US East is the closest we can get without switching to the European servers.
To them on both sides, Africa and the Philippines?
I don't know.
Remember,
Graham?
Philippines
What do
is
you
better
think?
at US West.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
So
yeah.
I don't think the
well,
geography or the
yeah, I'm sorry, you said Asia, but Asia is such a wide continent. I wasn't thinking about the Philippines.
Okay, well,
geography lesson on my part.
No worries.
For
All right.
For the NA server,
it's West.
I'm
for
okay
sure.
with NA East or West.
No, I know you're not.
Like 200.
You're wrong, man. There's no way you're good with US East because US East is 250. West is decent for you. It's like 150. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not sure if it's the internet provider or something, but whenever since I started playing FSL, I'm kind of used to having like 200, 250.
You're just used to it. Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, that's fine. And the reason I'm arguing with you because I've done this a gazillion times from both sides, right? Being in Asia and being here in the U.S. and dealing with the Koreans and right, because the Korea and Philippines similar lag to U.S. continent, right? U.S. West is not bad for them, and U.S. East is the worst for them. So I think this will be U.S. West, and I don't really
is Central
know.
an option?
Central doesn't help anything. Think about it.
Maybe we can try.
Let's try West and see how that goes. If none of you guys complain, it sounds good. I mean, it sounds like Gray doesn't care anyway. So.
Right, Lighthood's rebooted. He's just gonna. Apparently, the computer crashed. So
yeah, no problem.
He's in contact with me over his phone. He'll be or Facebook Messenger anyway.
Yeah, he's very.
He'll be joining us.
Not a problem. So Gray.
He's all so reliable.
While we have Gray here, Gray has a bunch of catch-up games, but we know you as the macro Zerg, right? What do you think about that so far? You being the macro Zerg.
I kind of wanted to explore a little bit more. I just really don't have enough time to practice other stuff, but I was watching what's the guy's name, like Euthermal.
Yeah.
He's like playing cheesy Zerg games, and I'm kind of interested in doing all those kind of like Hydra-lisk drops and all that cheese.
It's fun, right?
So, I want to try it, but I'm not sure if if I'm ready to do it right now. So.
Yeah, especially for a real game. But definitely,
Yeah.
I suggest you do it because it's a lot of fun.
And for a less serious question, despite being named Gray, you really like to go orange, don't you?
So the orange thing is not really like I selected. So so to be honest, I didn't notice the color selection when I started with FSL. So since I already like started selecting the orange one, I just go with it all the time.
Yeah, and you usually go with the stimulant Zerg skin anyway, so
And it's
it actually looks pretty cool.
With the, it's cool with the skin. So
I love examining the aesthetics of StarCraft. That's all.
What do you like Hyper Turtle colors wise?
I am a huge fan of kind of semi-dark red. I find that it blends in really well, especially if there's a dark color behind it.
So here's a question for you, both of you. What do you think is the color I like to select? And if you guys guess it right, I'm gonna give you guys something cool.
Purple.
Purple? Hyper Turtle. What do you think is the color that I like and usually select?
Let me try to cheat and bring up a VOD. No. Was it yellow?
So the answer to this is I don't select the color.
Oh, wow. Trick question. You can just go with whatever it starts with.
Oh, look at that. Blue, cyan.
I love that. That's right out of Monty Python. Blue. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I never selected the color because I'm like, whatever. I care mostly about the opponent's color, you know?
Yeah, alright.
So I never thought about it. It's just never something I think about. But I do
kind of
change their
an advantage.
What's that?
Is it kind of like your preference, or do you think there's a little bit of an advantage?
There's no preference there. I just don't think about it. The advantage though, I think for me to help me with my advantage or disadvantage is on the minimap. I want to make sure that the color of the opponent flash like is very bright, like yellow or green.
That stands out, yeah.
That's the only thing I care about.
What about your cars? Do you have a preference there for color?
Red, yellow, gray, silver.
That's why I was thinking a hot color. Okay, so Light Hood says his computer won't start. It crashed after he first joined us.
Oh no.
So
then we'll come
see
back
what
to you
happens
guys.
there, but maybe we could switch things around again if
Yeah, let's switch it around. Look,
Yep.
Gray, if you don't mind, let's see if we can get this match going. Maybe you lather and try your eternal builds, okay?
Right,
and we'll come back to you later. I'm getting some Hero Marine fan inviting me some. What the heck? Some Grandmaster player from ESL is inviting me in some group. I don't know who that is. But whatever. All right, so we'll go with Malagant and Dark Menace. We'll be back, guys, while we see if they're ready.
Yeah, let's make sure that they're on again.
Yeah, make sure that they're ready. So I'll let you do that. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and Gray. Okay, we'll be right
Good talk.
back. Good chatting with you. We'll be back, boys and girls.
BT's going around. Let's see what they can get done as they're going to make their way onto that Spore Crawler and making a play for it right now. And it's just going to be a third hatchery that has no defense on it now. So new Spores start a build, but 11 drones already dead, 12 drones already dead, and Hate Me's preparation non-existent. Garrett closes the series out for Sidestone Gaming, and Platinum Heroes will now just be playing for map score, unfortunately. As sad as that may be. Gather up, and the Marauder Hellion Reaper will be beginning to move down to the bottom side, getting ready for this aggression, getting ready for this little bit of fighting to be done. And let's see if Gumiho can find damage. Like I say, I'm kind of surprised the high ground battery. You know, to me, that's actually just very not quite where it needs to be. So yeah, a little bit shocked by that. We are going to see Stalker and Adept going down immediately. Just couldn't get in range of the battery with all those units, so Gumiho will start to deal pretty reasonable damage here. As a couple of Marauders continue to go through, the Stalkers continuing to strike. And just going to be having the pylon now in some trouble as well. Take some extra shots here. I mean, just no mind from the natural at all, and Classic having a much tougher time than I feel like this ever had to be. He definitely feels like he brought this upon himself. They are going to get rid of this pylon at least, and again, that's going to make Classic's low ground benches here a little bit difficult. A little bit tough to make work as we start to go up this ramp. Marauder, the Hellions, the Reaper all coming through. Seeing if they can actually just keep this going. I mean, the battery's not in range of any Nexus either, right? Another reason this was kind of a weird little situation. I mean, in the end, this is going to be dealt with. Classic does lead by 13 workers. Remember, Gumiho was one base all this time and still is one base, so he's looking to win the game off this upcoming push. It's a lot more Marauders than Hellions. Classic? Oh no, Classic's going to blink forward as well. No, that's a dead Stalker. He didn't realize at all this was going to be continued aggression. He does lose that Stalker. And Gumiho is coming to try and end this game. He's got Stim as well, by the way. Armory about to be done, so we can actually morph in Hellbats if we need to. Even better. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Hellbat's going to be extremely tanky here. This is all just about fighting. This is about ending the game as Gumiho, Marauder, Hellbat to try and win this TVP. There's an Immortal on the way out, but I think we're going to get up this ramp in plenty of time to just be on top of it as it spawns. There is nowhere near the damage output necessary here for Classic. There's the Immortal. We just target fire that down straight away. These few Hellbats might want to just peel away toward the mineral line. For a moment he was like, I'll target the Robo. Then he's like, actually no need to target the Robo considering kind of the position we're in. GG from Classic. And I really think it all comes down to that battery on the high ground. It's just not a good idea.
Oracle coming on out. Oh, Cyclone going across the map. Uh-oh. Okay, well he does have Marine. Oh, if he can push this into the Cyclone, that could be really good. Where is the Cyclone right now? It's trying to track this on the left side, but Zest actually sneaks around. Oh, Cyclone really wants this interception. If he can get the lock on, he will. That is a huge pickoff, and he gets the kill. Oh, that's so nice. So nice for Gumiho right there. That is a massive, massive pickoff. Looks pretty fast to me. I like that. Scarlet coming in with the facts and Special just with the... looks pretty fast to me. I don't know. These shield batteries are not done yet. This is a little bit of a scary push right here. Ooh, Phoenix going to lift up one of the Cyclones here. Can he take it out? Ooh, yes, he will be able to. Marines are slowly getting cleaned up, but they are getting a lot of damage done. This is looking kind of good. Phoenix, oh, just barely gets the kill before the other Phoenix gets taken out. Shield battery will get denied here. Gumiho gets some really good trades, but he can't just yet cancel the base. He really wants to. Oop, Oracle gets snapped off. Very nice pickoff. Boosted medevac is going to get taken down. Landed Viking, though, going to add on a lot of DPS, but we see the... Oh, Siege Tank is going to siege up. We see the lift on the land. Landed Viking, one of my favorite interactions in the game because it's hilarious. And Gumiho, he is actually really putting the pressure on this base. I was just going to say, he should cancel that shield battery, and he will go after it to make sure there's no battery overcharge available. Pulls back to the safety of the tank. Marine on a bit of an awkward rally, but it goes the correct way afterwards. He's going to take down this next. Zest is going to be in some huge trouble now. SCV is going to come forward to repair this Viking. And Gumiho. Going ham in game number 2. A very, very nice push here. Ooh, will he depower? Yes, he does depower the 2 shield batteries wisely. Zest does cancel those shield batteries. Tank's going to push forward here. And a scan comes on down. He might want to lift at least one of the Vikings to provide high ground vision. Actually, I think you maybe lift all 3, yeah, to deal with the Phoenixes. The tanks are enough on the ground, and he's even adding on missile turrets here. He's getting +1 infantry weapons, by the way, before his stim and combat shields start up. There we go, there's that stim. Stalkers warping in from the other side here to try and deal with this. This is a really scary situation for Zest when he's going to lose this. Cybernetics core. Gumiho unsieging both tanks at once. But he's going to put them into a really nasty position. This is starting to get into a bit of a really, well, not a bit of a, it's a really tight chokehold right now on Zest Natural. Ooh, Phoenixes, this is why you got to be careful with the lifts, or with the landed Vikings. He will lose one of them. Oh, but he gets the counter kill on the Phoenix. Nice lift and lower. There we go, he lifts them up. So he can't be, well, he can't be lifted himself. And the Phoenixes, they are going to do a pretty well, they're going to get wrecked, actually. Never mind. Zest, he is going to get taken out. Gumiho evens the series at 1 apiece.
Doesn't have his Colossus just yet, though. So this may be the perfect window for Beyond to fight. The Phoenix spotting this army. A lot of Zealots are there. Interesting. A lot of Widowmine, sorry. Oh, EMP's come down. Battery overcharge says no. Oh, Shizzle Fizz, that Widowmine. Oh, good spreadies from Max Max with the hold position, but damn, dude. Really good micro from Beyond as well. The Archon Zealot Colossus should be able to just cleave through, though. There's just too much of it. Maxbax having that 4th up, already mining for so long, means he does have an abundance of units. The Widow Mines are causing him some trouble, that is for sure. Where is his Observer, by the way? I do not know. Did he just use Friendly Fire to kill that? I think he might have just used Friendly Fire. He does have enhanced. shockwave, so his ghost radius does have a massive AoE. The EMP round, you can see there, very big AoE on that EMP round. Big Zealot Arc on Colossus Army. Handful of Stalkers backing it up. Not many Vikings, but Beyond is setting up a huge flank on the left. Side. And I think as Max Packs, you should realize that this is the army. Yeah, attack into the actual army. Don't let yourself get surrounded. I mean, Beyond's just jumping on it. It's way too ambitious for Beyond, I think. That Prism survives. He can warp in more Zealots on the back line. Max Packs may want to group back up, though. Chasing this army might be a mistake. Oh, great Disruptor to clear the right flank. Another Disruptor comes forward. One of the Colossus did go down. Colossus starting to go down. What the hell, man? I'm amazed that he's managing to get through to the Colossus. Another one goes down. Only one Colossus left.
So Hyper Turtle.
Might be better for Max Packs to just pull back.
Yes.
Okay, we're back here with Hyper Turtle.
Oh, hi.
We're just waiting for Maligant's game to finish because we told him he had a break, right? But he says yes, I'm good.
Some of it's on us.
So it's totally fine. Lighthood is messaging.
Lighthood's computer is up and running again. And they're discussing their thoughts about servers and what their ping is.
As long as he's on the on StarCraft, we can give it a try.
Okay, sure. But just before that, I do want to point out that it did default to yellow when you created the lobby.
It defaulted me to
So
yellow.
I think I did correctly remember at least what color you were last time you were on FSL.
Yeah, let's see if I add an AI, what happens? That's such a good point. I wonder what happens, right? So let's see.
I think if you never choose anything, red is usually what it defaults to, but then, in a two-player map, bloom.
Yeah, it's really interesting how that works.
So I think yellow was what you chose the last time you actually played a custom game.
If I chose at all.
Well, it's what you ended up as last time. Let's put it that way. Hey dear, I'm working right now, so okay, hug. Oh, I'll see you a little later, okay? Daughter and I will be carving pumpkins this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, the day off school. Since the teachers are working on the grades for the first quarter now.
Yeah. The break is coming up. You know, the whole in the U.S. area, we have this whole November, Thanksgiving, all kinds of stuff happening there.
Kind of, yeah, and a series of holidays, right?
We got like I just know that November to December, lots of breaks and holiday. People using up their time off during that time.
Well, no one wants to go with just the days off that they're assigned by default. Everyone wants to extend it a day or two with their accrued time off. But yeah, it's really interesting when you think worldwide because, yeah, Thanksgiving, of course, is not an international holiday. It's strictly in the U.S. However, Black Friday and all these sales that are associated with it are worldwide.
Yeah. Alright, well, if they are ready, he says he'll hop on, we could give it a try. But they have to be ready because I don't want to tell Maligan, hey, let's...
Right, you don't want to tell him to queue in another game and then say, wait, nope. Okay.
I see Frieden on SC2, but I don't know if he's been there this whole time or not, or he just hopped on.
Some people just don't log off. I noticed that phenomenon all the way back in the Brood War days. It's like...
Yep.
Okay.
So while we're here and waiting, while this is all kind of happening, let's talk about, publicly we can talk about how FSL is going for the playoffs, how it's headed there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm loading up the
Like the standings?
Yeah, the standings and where we are.
Sure.
And I'll pay attention
I'll
to
have to
chat.
update this again.
Yeah, I'll pay attention
But
to
yeah,
chat to see. But the standings, from what I'm seeing,
right.
so according to this, code A and B is done. So code A, there's a bracket there already that we could get started. Well, no, we need the code B winner first. So starting with code B, I'm showing it on screen right now. We could get started.
People from the lowest tiers do get whoever wins those playoffs. Their reward is to get thrown lands down to the next tier up.
Yep. So
along with everyone who qualified for that.
Yep, from what I'm seeing here, Chinpon and Nachos can start right away. And then the winner plays Revenant Rage for the Code B Championship.
Yeah. And Revenant Rage has a little bit of scheduling limitations. We'll be discussing those soon.
Yeah, as soon as we get that sorted
we
out.
start that as soon as we can, yeah.
Yep, so then the winner of that will face Little Reaper in Code A. And I see that the winner between Code B winner and Little Reaper will face Cyan. And then you will be playing Stu Blue, and then the winner between you two will play Deepu.
Oh.
And then after that, boom, grand finals. There's no third place match. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plan.
No.
I think that's cool with that. We can get that started without waiting for the Code S to finish up, right? Because Code S, although we have some of the results all done. Actually, it looks like Code S. Yeah, there's still the gray stuff, Freedom Games. We're seeing that here and now. Hurting
yeah,
Time
and then
still has a game.
2v2, we've got a couple teams that have multiple games to wrap up. Here, let's bring everyone in here.
Okay.
All right, Lighthood. Bit of last-minute tech support for yourself, huh? Can you hear us all right?
Yeah, I have gray on the video, but I don't think Lighthood is fully working yet.
I just put him in the chat. But...
No.
Lighthood, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
Excellent.
You can hear him. Okay, cool.
All right, well, let's get you in game 2.
Okay, I think...
we'll probably keep the interview kind of short since we're a little bit delayed and we've had to shuffle people around a little.
I'm sorry for that.
Well, this is not the map for them. So let me remake the map because
there's that as well.
So let me yeah, because this is for Malagant. So
pick a card, any card.
And let me tell Malagant that we're gonna. Never mind, he's fine.
Yeah, keep him in the loop. We've finished up with 1 game for the night. We've got 3 matches to go, but we definitely have a couple people who are. Including Gray.
Alright, so Lighthood just has to accept that invite on SC2. And
yep, Lighthood. You see the SC2 invite?
Accepted.
Alright. How about we just get some quick thoughts from the two of you, but not too... I don't think we'll do any questions beyond that.
Yeah, in Lighthood, it sounds like this will crash your computer if you put on your camera, huh?
I'm using my phone.
Yeah, he was using his phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you might as well put that on then, and then we'll get going. All right, cool.
Go ahead and accept. Yeah, once we've got you on camera, I think we'll just get going.
We'll just get started.
Also,
let's not risk it.
Also accept the lobby invitation.
It says enter in lobby.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. And it says
It's
enter.
taking long.
Yeah,
it sounds good if it works. You know, we were saying the two of you are very much on opposite sides of the globe here.
Oh, what happened?
It didn't finish.
Just a sec.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have a problem with this PC. Just for today.
Might be.
I don't know why.
But we'll see what we can do. There we go. Oh, maybe not.
Not yet. Why?
Invite to party.
Entering lobby is what I have.
Okay. Alright. Alright, fingers crossed here.
Yeah, if this doesn't work, you guys can just play this from a replay, and we'll take care of that offline. That way you're not dealing with production and all that, okay?
Okay.
So while we're waiting for him, you know, we want to expand to the other regions and do more things, but these are the kind of things we will have to sort out.
Technology.
The servers too, like where they play, all of that good stuff. And it may make sense, especially if if we're just observing it. We don't care where it is, but for them, it's important. Where
Absolutely. We have to log off and on if we're going to be switching servers, but...
Okay, we got Light Hood here now on camera and video, so we just need him.
Alright.
Once he gets going
In
there,
the
we're going to
game.
get this game started. So
I'm hopping in the
Right.
game, but nothing is loading. No profile pic. Why?
Okay, Gray is now invited.
Maybe you need to quit and open up StarCraft 2 again.
I'm so sorry for that.
No, all you have to do this. Log out of StarCraft, but don't completely kill it. Oh, look at that. You're showing up now, pending.
Hey,
Showing, but the problem is
that's further along.
It doesn't
I accept,
finish.
I'll go for entry in lobby. I know that. It's a glitch, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Okay,
second
why
I'll
don't
go.
you just relog, and we'll re-invite you.
Alright. Here. If we got some time for just a tiny bit of small talk, I know there's a lot of commotion around the fact that Warcraft 3 and Heroes of the Storm are just getting PTR patches, and there's all these people asking what this means for StarCraft 2. It doesn't really mean anything. StarCraft 2 got a patch a month ago. StarCraft 1 got a new map pool 2 months ago. This is just, the maintenance that they promised. With Heroes of the Storm, they said that they'd still do balance changes if needed, and they're still depending really heavily on the community for that, just like within StarCraft 2. Warcraft 3, meanwhile, that's being worked on in Australia, so that's a different beast entirely. So, it doesn't mean anything bad, doesn't mean anything good. It just means that, just like the 2 StarCraft games, the other 2 classic or strategy games, whichever they categorize those as, are getting more or less what they said they'd be giving them. And also, another thing to clear up, Microsoft has nothing to do with the patches for anything yet.
Wait a minute.
All right, so now that I've got that out of my system, let's play some StarCraft.
All right, guys. Good luck. We're gonna get this started while it's hot and working.
Yes, well, the iron is hot. GLHF, let's do this.
All right.
All right, we are going to Ancient Cistern. And if you'll accept a smart remark, it wasn't ancient when we first tried to organize this match.
You are watching FSL Season
Lighthood and Gray are very skilled. Lighthood's brother also plays a step up in Code S+. Gray is a member of Anito, which a couple of our other members, other competitors, are in a clan for.
Yeah, Lighthood is undefeated this season, right?
Okay. All right. Do this. In the lower left, we have the orange Zerg, but his name is actually
Gray.
And in the upper right, the Terran in the blue, he is called
Light Hood.
All right, here we go. We already saw Terran versus Protoss. Now we are getting to Terran versus Zerg. And as has become very much in style lately, we are seeing Terran doing the low ground wall, the natural wall. We'll see, but usually lately it's been very popular to follow this up with 2 barracks to complete the wall. And then that also gives them opportunity to move out with Reapers or defend with other units. Here comes. All right, there's the proof that Lighthood watches GSL. Meanwhile, pretty straightforward, spawning pool just going down on the other side of the map. Exciting matchup with KJ playing Gray, Zerg in action. No, Matheson. Matheson, we got to teach you what an observer is. Not just the unit, but the spot in the lobby. Gray is going to be able to see more or less what's going on soon. And Lighthood is going with Reapers, so they're not going to be shooting down the Overlord anytime soon anyway. Just 2 drones on the gas right now. Meanwhile, Terran is actually taking the second gas, so be willing to bet that he's either going to be making, he's working on a third barrack, so I think he's going to be intending to get more than a couple of Reapers out. Really lay on the pressure here, and this can be very rough before Zerglin speed completes. Zerglin speed, which right now has not started yet. Alright, here we go. The first Reaper comes in to say hello. Ooh, bit more damage than usual on that Reaper. The Queen does get knocked back, and the Reaper will be able to get far away enough to heal. Interestingly, Gray sending the Zerglings out to check to see if there are hidden bases, I suppose? Or any proxy, like a proxy factory Stargate combo or anything like that. But instead, Lighthood is laying on more Reapers. This is very similar to what we saw in Vale's match, but Zerg doesn't have adapts. The Queens have some good range, but limited mobility if they're not on creep. Oh, look at Zerglings chewing on the barracks. They're not going to be able. They're going to have a pretty tough time surrounding Reapers before speed completes. Speed is about halfway done. We do have a third down on behalf of Gray and a Roach Warren. So that is going to be the tech of choice. Armor and range for him. Lighthood's first expansion, command center, is just kind of getting near complete. Look at, okay, we've got 7 Reapers on the map, and all but one of them are out here. One of them does go down. Those Queens, I do not believe, have enough energy to transfuse yet. And here they go. The Reaper's going to pop up. Queens are going to have to be very careful. They don't move very well off creep, and these days they also don't. They can't cast transfuse when they're off the creep. 4 Queens total. And this is interesting. The Zerglings are just getting back home, I believe. All right, Queens bunched up. They do manage to take down another Reaper. Reapers might be able to heal while they're out of range, but they can't heal when they're in peace. Here we go, Lair on the way. So far we got, 28 drones, so a little bit behind since he's had to spend larva on defense units. Okay, meanwhile, Bio's continuing to come out. We got Marines and at least one Marauder on the way. Stim is about a quarter of the way done. Pretty good target firing from Gray, but we have one Queen that, well, is going to want to try to heal them up a little. Oh, and Reapers hurrying around. Doesn't really get much work done, though. Unless, oh, nope, good transfuse. Tricky, you not only got to keep an eye on which Queens to use and which ones to heal, but also making sure that the Queen you want to cast transfuse from is still on the creep. 37, Mo 28. I don't know what that means. Not 28? Alright, here we come. Alright. Good number of drone kills, and those Queens, even on creep, they have to hurry along. The Spire is spotted and immediately takes some damage. And there we go with the bouncy grenades, turning the creep into a trampoline. Interestingly, supplies are dead even. However, oh, and Gray actually getting ahead with the workers more.
I gotta say something. He's doing this whole time without making any units. You know, he's just trying to defend with Queens. I don't know why he doesn't make any lings at all, or roaches, for that
No.
matter.
And the lings that he did have were in opposite corners of the map the whole time, too. So, yeah, the Queen's having to carry a lot of the weight here. All right, here we go. Return of the Reapers. And quite a few units to defend. Oh, will he actually get that snipe? Now, he might be able to just transfuse on this. Doesn't need to, but boy. 8 Mutalisks on the way. However, there's no shortage of Marines back home. I don't know just how much these Mutalisks are going to help.
Yeah, I think he got tunnel vision with his Reapers. He probably
Right,
he thought that was it, but you know.
Right, I mean, boy, Mutalisks are great against Reapers, but there is a follow-up here. All this time, Lighthood's been building up a Marine Marauder ball. And there we go with the stem. And these guys are a lot more equipped to just target down those Queens.
Yeah, he was a bit greedy, not making any units at all this whole time, so...
Right.
I don't know if he assumed it's just Reapers all day, every day, and not expanding, but...
Alright, we have the GG. And a GG back at him. And yeah, I guess even a spine here and there might have helped a bit. I don't know if those would have lasted long against that final push, though.
And Warbunbun says a spine, well, you know, obviously it'll never be up in time to help you. So it's just one of those panic situations.
Indeed. Not only that, but with such a mobile army. You know, yes, you can reposition spine crawlers, but boy, it takes a while. Frieden wants to let us know that he's online too.
Great. Well, he'll be after the Malagant one because he is ready. So Malagant and Dark Menace are both ready. So
yeah, I'd say let's get this done with before there's any more computer issues.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's Ancient Cistern again, is it? Didn't we do that last time? I think we, yeah. All right. I think this is supposed to be Neo-Humanity?
Yes, Neo-Humanity will be the next one.
Okay, there we go. Huh?
Oh.
Great.
Great it.
Okay, he said invite him again. There was an error. Oh, man. Bit of trouble on both sides. Like I said, they're both pretty far away.
Alright, well, they're here, so I'm gonna just get it started.
Right.
Let's go!
Gray is no stranger to technical issues this season. He got his internet wiped out for almost a month. So, yeah. If your computer and your network are all working in perfect harmony, can't be blessings, people. I sure do.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
And here we are. In the lower right, we have the orange Zerg. He is
Green.
And his opponent. Up one map, we have the red Terran. He is called
Lighthood.
All right. Lighthood very dominant that last match. He kept his opponent busy for quite a while until he was ready to move out and just make the killing blow. So that's exactly how you want it to work. Even if you're not getting damage done constantly with the Reapers, just keeping your opponent busy with them can sometimes be enough. All right. As expected, Barracks up, Hatchery up. And we got, okay.
Same thing,
Slow
man.
down there for a moment.
Same strategy. Let's see if he makes units this time.
And like I said, if you've been watching the pro matches, this has been incredibly favored lately. I've been catching up with GSL. By the way, anyone who hasn't seen the B group of the round of 8 in GSL, that was one of the most consistently jaw-dropping nights of GSL I have seen in years. All right. Here we go. Once again, a Reaper on the way. Let's see if he's going to be joined by a lot of others. Yeah, exactly the same thing. Got the high ground Barracks complementing those two low ground ones.
Yeah, you might as well test them again, huh?
Exactly. If you were able to do that well last game, just keep it up. Lighthood did an excellent job continuing to macro while constantly circling those Reapers in and out. So we will see if we'll see what Gray's up to. At the least, if he can have some Lings back home. And
oh, he's going in the wrong place to expand. I think he should expand it on the left.
Yeah.
This helps.
Well, the left, you do want to definitely get that mineral wall down first. Those Reapers are going to be able to swing around quite a bit.
But it's closer
Yes,
and the hop point, right? That's the problem.
Yeah, one of those things. And yeah, so I definitely. Oh, excellent save on that drone.
Ooh.
Oh, and he killed one. Ooh,
oh, he's got two.
This is starting out a whole lot better on Gray's side of the map. He's got to be happy with that, because if you kill the Reapers as they come, it's not going to snowball that same way.
You know, he actually did the decent job defending. He just never made units with just queens.
And exactly. Or even really had his Zerglings back home. That was a curious part for me. It's like during that whole initial rush, the Zerglings were attacking the Barracks on the other side of the map.
Yep.
So, but yeah, he doesn't seem tilted at all. He seems like he just took a deep breath and he's ready to take on the same thing this time. Got creep tumors doing down. Interestingly enough, though, once again, not much in the way of additional Zerglings.
Yeah,
and I don't know. He's moving these queens kind of far away off the creep. Well, okay,
there's only four Reapers, and here's the thing.
Yeah,
Lighthood is not making more Reapers, so so he'll be fine.
Yep, and he's got a factory up already too.
Yeah, Lighthood's gonna attack earlier with other things.
Right, and I'm very curious what that'll be. Whether he's gonna try to do some Cyclone shenanigans, or whether he's gonna try for something a little bit less mobile, but packing a stronger punch. Oh man, that queen definitely bruised up there. I think he's gonna want to get that one behind the others. Okay, good. There's those speedlings we were waiting for last time.
Yeah.
Immediately chasing down. Yep, takes one Reaper down. The rest of them move off. But yeah, this is even though this started the same way, Gray making just the right decisions, getting just the right amount of defense up, while still macroing up.
Hey, one thing though, I noticed with Gray, he doesn't care what happens. He will still add a tumor. Like this queen, this queen has been needing transfuse, but he still uses the energy.
That is an interesting note, because queens have a handful of builders. He's been.
And that queen,
he's been injecting larva, but only in the front bases.
And even that queen has 100 energy, and he's using the wrong queen to do the, So that is one improvement point he can do for sure.
Yep, moving out the Zerglings. I don't think they're going to be able to get much done with that wall up.
He's going
but
mines,
at the very
man.
least, he's going to know what he's up against.
All right, we got a real game here from Gray now.
Yes, this is all out TVZ. Bio versus Zerglings right now. Lair just about to complete. We've got upgrades coming up. Sim is complete. Combat shields pretty close to ready. And Medevac.
Yeah, this one very weak queen still has a ton of energy.
Yeah,
that
exactly
sucker
it.
is the one that needs to be spreading creep.
Right. I mean, I gotta say, he's very good at remembering to spread creep constantly.
Yeah, because he
and
doesn't
that can
care.
make a big difference, especially if you manage to draw the enemy Terrans onto that creep.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, does he have? He does have a Banelin nest. He's about a third of the way for Banelin speed, but I don't think he's actually morphed any Banelins yet. And the attack's right at his doorstep. Oh, look at 2 queens. Oh, okay, 1 queen taken down. It's a good surround, but he's going to be running out of Zerglings fairly quickly. That Medevac's definitely worth its weight in gold. 2 queens die almost simultaneously, and I don't think there's much he can do against these Marines. However, a lot more Zerglings coming up, but no more Marines coming across the map. So fortunately for him,
wow,
he doesn't. That's all he had to deal with.
He survives.
He does. He is going to live to Zerg another day.
He lost queens, including that very weak one that was due to die a long time ago.
Right. That's quite a few queens to lose, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, 3 queens lost, 45 Zerglings.
Oh, man. Yep. Still, supply pretty even. You know, Gray has a pretty good amount of drones, considering.
And he still has not made Banelings.
Oop. Little mine, Oh, well,
if he had just attacked it, he would have had it.
Oh. Here it goes, creeping away again.
I like how he's adding macro hatcheries.
Yeah, the macro hatcheries. That can be pretty handy. I gotta say, this, as far as the more recent team ladders, as Zerg, you've almost had to add macro hatcheries. There just aren't a lot of expansions in 2v2, 3v3, or 4v4 right now. Alright, here we go.
Hydras.
And, yep, Hydras and Medevacs are spotted. They have to get ready for this. Both of those are full.
Oh, he has enough. He has enough.
Army
here.
going in. And yeah.
If he focuses
around,
on those,
they get picked up again.
beautiful.
1 Medevac, 2 Medevacs go down. Complete cleanup right there.
Oh man, the power of Gray is here this time, huh?
Oh yes, he's
like he played a different player.
Right now. Yeah, check out that mine though. That's still right next to that mineral line at the 4th.
Yes, sir. It'll
Dun,
do something later when we got more drones in there.
Yep. So there's some mech being added to the army of Lighthood. He has not taken his 3rd yet. Although he does have it ready to be taken. Oop.
Nope.
Oh, he knows what's up. Ain't gonna fall for that one.
So Gray has 76 workers. He's adding 15 more. I sure hope he starts making units from here on in.
Yeah, and probably teching up a little bit too. He does. Looks like he is going to be going for hive tech right now.
Yeah, that's fast. That's a fast hive. This guy's macro is in good form now.
Right. Another Medevac, full of infantry on the way.
88 workers. Oof.
And I love all the pimples across the map. He's creeped.
It's like Scarlet.
Right up the halfway point.
Yeah, Gray's looking much better.
We are going with lurker tech here. That's what I figured. Hydras are nice, but lurkers are a whole lot better.
So here's the thing: once you start getting this much advantage and this much drones, you can put down spores and spines at different bases.
Right, you can sacrifice them here and there.
I mean, he has 87 workers. You can even go 100 workers if you want, but make spores and spines.
Right. I mean, spores especially, but yeah, putting a spine next to them is golden too. We're getting a nice siege tank count here.
Yeah.
4 of them so far. Let's see, 45 Marines.
Look at this creep spread advantage. You can see the army coming.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Medevacs might be able to take the long way around. Look at Lighthood immediately sieging up. goes.
Attack
Now,
on
what
the
Gray's
right
going to want
side.
to do, if he's going to take that, he's going to want to hit it from as many different angles as possible at once. Oh, those Marines do not get much done. There we go with the medevac. Gray definitely on point with keeping the Banelings coming.
But he's not attacking
This is not a good side to hit from. You want to hit from both sides at once if you're going to be up against 3 siege tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to want back. He needs to back up. He is not going to get close enough without losing almost all of his Hydras.
He's getting drawn in.
Exactly, and that's tricky. When a stray siege tank shot hits your units, the other nearby units automatically try to move forward. So you even have to hold position sometimes.
Yep. Well, you know he doesn't F2 because look at the armies on the right. So.
This is You know, one of these nights, maybe we should kind of have an official spot the F2er.
He's going lurkers, which I like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those can be very equal to the way the siege tanks are working, especially after getting both those upgrades from the hive tech.
Here it is.
Ooh, if he can get those down. Oh, they are spotted. There's plenty of cans to go around. Siege tanks do have a bit more range, but look it. Lurkers are no slouch when it comes to range either.
There's only one tank that and then there's no more
Right.
threat. The other ones are far back.
Each time.
Lighthood is expanding also, which is, he's got a good pressure here, but he is expanding. The funny thing is he has not mined out the gold blockers here, the mineral.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Okay, as we say it, there
and
it
Gray
is.
is only starting to do that, yeah.
Here it is. Oh!
You definitely want to clear those paths.
He finally cleared the path.
And there he goes, taking down those conspicuous middle rocks of Neo-Humanity. And if he can attack from more than one side at once, that's where Zerg can really shine against Terran.
He's attacking from one side.
Still, yeah, I don't get that. He took down all those rocks, but then he just went right back to where he was.
Yeah, but his army is monstrous though, and there's a big attack on the right. Oh
man. Still, I mean, his units are too. I don't think Hydras are going to be able to handle those Marines, though.
16
not
workers
very cost efficiently.
lost. Oh man.
Yeah, that was a big success on behalf of Lighthood right there.
He immediately builds 15 more workers to replenish.
As Zerg, honestly, it doesn't even hurt to have a lurker in close to your mineral lines in some of these spots.
Yep.
Or siege tanks around Terran. I think Terran takes advantage of that a lot more often than Zerg does typically, though. Oh, look at all the production on both sides. This is a whole different world in the first match.
It is. It's a
we
different
are
player.
Full late game right now. Ooh.
That's a lot of lurkers. He actually doesn't even leave any lurkers on the other side. He just brings everything all at once. So he may not be an F2 player, but he does focus on one thing.
Yeah, that's one of the Zerg especially can benefit from ditching F2, since so much of the swarming mechanic revolved around getting.
He lost everything
from all these different sides. Yeah, he just got so laser focused on that one choke point, which was really defensible.
Tunnel vision there, huh?
Yeah. Well, tunnel vision and in an actual tunnel there.
And he's
there goes the Liberators punishing the lurkers.
Very late on
and
that
even the one getting away is at half health. I think this one might run away with it.
You know what? His prioritization on what he does, I notice, he doesn't care when he doesn't care if he's getting attacked or whatever. He will spread creep. He will expand. Look at him. He was expanding during that attack. During that attack, he was sending drones to expand. And I'm thinking, don't you want to move your lurkers first? You know what I mean? So I think his prioritization is, he really is a macro Zerg.
Right. It's kind of set to script,
He's like, I don't care. He's not
adapting to the current map conditions a lot of the time.
The game situation, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and down goes the hatchery.
And look, he even has these queens ready to spread creep. He's like, I'm about to die, but I will do this.
Well, you got all these Banelings and Hydralisks telling those queens, hey, could use a hand here.
Yeah.
Your Majesty.
He's like, nope, I need to expand.
Some transfuses.
Oh no, he's clogged up. He's
Right, he's
bottlenecked.
going through another choke point against siege tanks. He can't do this.
Oh, but nice hits. But there's still
yeah,
two tanks.
I mean,
no,
yeah,
but he's.
we got the GG. That's the end of that match.
All right. Well, you know, it looked much better, but unfortunately,
I mean, still a world of difference. That was full-on late game.
yeah, unfortunately, just
Right.
prioritization is not there.
Congratulations. I actually have to step away to grab something for my daughter, but if we could do an interview and
Yeah,
see
sure.
if we can
So,
get
Lighthood, you're not on
other players
camera.
up.
You're not on camera, but any thoughts on the game?
I don't know. It was like I played very passively, I think, in this game. I usually play like aggressive, but this game play defensive in the first.
Yeah, he plays expansive. He just expands no matter what.
Exactly. I mean defensive, not expensive.
Yeah. And Gray, how did you feel about that? Game 1 was not a good game, but game 2 you were much better.
Yeah, so during game 1, I was trying to like trick him that I'll go for like a roach kind of timing. So that's why
I thought that I
switched
built a
to-
bunker and
That's why I switched to
Get ready, get
mutas.
your camera ready. Go.
And then all of a sudden, all my mutas were gone. So
Yeah.
it was
Well, in
just-
game 1 you
was
also tried
bait.
to defend with just queens, no units during that whole time. So I was really surprised. Did you not know he was massing a big army to kill you?
No, I know it was like 2 racks Reaper based on the number of the Reapers that are coming.
it was 3 racks actually.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think if I have like 8 queens or so, plus the threat of having Roach, he'll kind of like back off a little bit. So I just defended with queen, but I should have like used at least like couple of Zerglings as well. It's
Yeah, I
just-
think you
it's
probably
just
should
that
watch
I-
the replay or the game because I think you had no
Yeah.
read on game 1 at all. Like you didn't know he was
Mhm.
building a massive army to kill you. And so that's
Mhm.
kind of normal when you stop not getting any more Reapers. You know the Terran is not just
Yeah.
building SCVs. So, but that's game 1. Game 2, you defended the same build much better.
I messed
Yeah.
up in the second game. You did well.
Thank you. Thank you. So I was like kind of more confident in the second game because I killed the first Reaper and
The second one as well.
and the second one, yeah. The first 2 Reapers are I'm not sure if my term is correct, but it's the confidence of the Reaper build. So
Yeah.
so whenever I kill the Reaper, I feel like Terran players would back up a little bit.
Yes,
but then
I backed off a bit. I gave you
fell
some
off
time, I guess.
with I fell up with his speed. He's really fast. So
Yeah, he's a very good player. One thing I did notice with you, Gray, is even though you're getting attacked, you're about to die, you're still spreading creep, you're still expanding, like you're still
Yeah.
looking somewhere else. And I'm like, why isn't he focusing on his army? His lurkers are getting killed, and he's not lifting it. So you know, this is definitely tells me you're a super macro Zerg. No matter what, you're gonna grow, right? Is that a focus thing or just it's just habit because mechanically you're just used to
maybe
doing
it's
it?
just really a habit. Cause so with the ping that we have, I don't really care if I have like 200, 250 ping because I'm not gonna macro anyway, or I mean micro anyway.
That explains it. Yeah, you were getting shot. Your lurkers were getting killed, and you were looking away like whatever. And then you just like expanding, and it's like, what is he doing? So that makes sense because you're used to that ping, right? That's the ping.
Yeah.
But you know, I think you have enough ping to do moves. I think reprioritization there will help a lot for you, because you're a very
Okay.
good macro Zerg. So I'd watch the replay. And Lighthood, nice job. You look really good. You're undefeated. I think you're undefeated. So.
Yes, I lost the game.
Yeah, so playoffs is gonna be good, man. You're gonna be heading out there, in first place, and then the winner goes into Code S. But Gray, good seeing
Be
you
quite a
too.
ride.
Good
Thank
luck,
you.
guys. And
Thank you for
well-
the game.
All right.
You did well, and thank you for the
Thanks,
game.
Lighter.
yeah, I'm sure you guys will
Thank you
watch
for being
the
patient for me.
yeah.
my
No
problems.
problem, no problem. I'm sure
All
you
right.
guys will watch the VOD. So
Yeah.
and
As
learn
Zerg,
from it.
Zerg versus Terran, try to attack from multiple sides at once. You can't you can't charge into those choke points.
Yeah,
That
he
was my big
explained
thing.
why he was doing what he was doing, so that
I
made
think
sense
you
to
need
Sure
me.
thing.
you need more run buys with Zerling.
Okay.
Yeah, he
That
says he
alone.
doesn't care. He's just gonna macro, and that explains what was going on.
It
So
was clean macro, all right.
it's
I cannot manage creep spread like that.
drone till
All
I
right.
die. All right, good luck, guys. Talk to you guys later.
Alright, go.
All right.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
All right, let's bring in the next set. We've been.
Is Dark Menace ready?
He should be ready. Let's bring him in. Let's
I
bring
see
in
Sir Maligant.
there he is. Maligant
know,
is here. Let's go talk to him.
All right, welcome. Okay, we got everyone. Great. Well, thank you for your patience. I know things were shifting around a little bit. And Dark Menace, you're muted.
He's setting up, but let's talk to
okay.
Let's talk to Sir
Sir
Maligant
Maligant.
real quick.
Welcome back. Can you hear us all right, sir?
Is he muted too? Let's see. Maligant.
No, but I don't see the icon highlighting with any.
Yeah, let's double check. Hold on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Maligant, oh Sir Maligant.
I can't turn it, okay?
Okay, fine. We got.
They've got their map picks. Let's see who we can invite. And I guess we'll have to remove Gray from the party for now. All right, do you hear us now?
Hello. You guys hear me?
Okay, great. Yeah, one of those things about Discord, you switch audio or something like that, then it just won't do anything until you reboot it. Is that what happened?
No, because I was just in lobby. I thought you guys were
Okay.
gonna move me. Yeah, I was in the lobby
Oh.
3 or something. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, we're ready to go on this one. Sorry about the false start earlier. I guess probably
Okay.
best just to get going on this one, right?
Yeah, let's just get going then, I guess.
We've
Good luck,
had the
gentlemen.
chaotic schedule a little bit. No
Yeah.
one's fault, really.
You wanna switch me up?
Yep.
Freedom?
Good luck, guys. We will switch you guys
All
up,
right.
and let's get going.
Yep.
All right. Ready.
All right. It's
Okay.
all you,
Ancient
Hyper
Sis-
Turtle. This is a big match right here.
Yeah, Ancient Sister, and definitely a popular one to start on. And let me see. Let's see their stand-ins here. Yeah. Once again, like you said, Sir Maligant's a bit too low for this to make a difference, but I know that's not going to stand in his way. He wants victory.
Yeah, if Dark Menace wins this, he has a great shot of a great spot in the playoffs. But he's already in the playoffs. Anyway, here you go.
Exactly. Yep. In the lower left, we have the Pink Zerg, and his name is.
Dark Menace.
And his opponent, the Protoss, clad all in red. He is called
Sir Maligant.
All right. Standard pylon of the natural. However, that probe puts it down and just keeps on moving. So it'll be very interesting to see what the next build-in's going to be. Gateway or Forge? We have ourselves a gateway. All right, so not unusual. But I'd very much like to see whether this red probe here is planning to put down anything sneaky. One of the things, anytime in the early game, if you see a probe around, you want to keep an eye on it. We've all learned it the hard way.
The Hyper Turtle, I'm going to tell you something here. If Sir Malagate wins a game, he will not be last place.
There's something to be said for that.
If he doesn't win a game, he will be last place.
What if he wins one and loses one?
If he wins just one game, he won't be
And
last
loses
place.
two. I don't. Okay. Got
He
it.
just needs one win to not be last place.
All right. We believe in you, Sir Maligan. All right. Going for macro. Getting the hatchery right. Getting a third right away.
And guess who's last place?
Well, that'd be cheating because I've got the chart up right now.
And that'd be me.
Hey, you did get a win though. You gotta grant you that.
Yeah, on him, which is why he has to win. He has to win. Otherwise.
Oh boy. Oh, it's something to talk about anyway. So, yeah, just one gateway so far. Another one on the way though. Wait, no, not on the way. It's just being changed into a warp gate. Supply is even. I think Dark Menace is actually supply blocked momentarily. But the Overlord is just about to pop. Ooh, Twilight Council straight off. Units, just one Stalker versus two Zerglings so far. I think both of them want to focus on either economy or attack. Another gateway being produced. Big thing I want to know is whether we're going to be seeing a bunch of adepts or a little race to Dark Templar attack. There's no Robo Downs. There's doesn't seem like there's a Warp Prism on the way anytime soon. Elegant is ahead of in workers, despite the fact his opponent has 3 bases, and honestly took the base pretty early. We have a lair on the way. Wells or Roach Warren. Blink. Oh, this is gonna be Blink. Huh. Wasn't really thinking about that. Now keep in mind, Sir Maligan does still have that probe, who's just kind of hanging out there. Kind of, yep. Inconspicuously. And these Zerglings are looking around. Dark Menace definitely wants to be up to date on what's going on. Okay, there's the Robo. I really feel like there's going to be some gateway pressure coming on very soon. Changeling goes down. The ever-popular, wait, I don't remember building a Zealot. Oh, and look at the gateway explosion. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be long before Sir Maligan makes his move. He's going to get a Warp Prism to go along with them, build up, and then head out. I think that that little sneaky probe went down at some point recently. Oh, actually, I don't know. I might be off. Sir Maligan does take a third. And he's putting down shield batteries for defense. So, I think it's just making sure he has another changeling. And the Overseer trying to make it escape. Yep. Gets away just in time. Look at all the creep tumors that are being set down right now. All at once.
He's like Gray, the super version.
I don't know. I don't know if Dark Menace was watching, but I'm getting this little hint of, oh, you think that's creep spread? I'll show you creep spread, buddy. And it's also interesting because the two of them have very much left each other alone. I mean, obviously, a lot of changelings and overseers glimpsing around. Of course, with changelings, you know, Might look weird if he's got a Zealot when he looks at the screen around there, but the mini-map, it's just going to show the same color. Double Forge, robotics support bay just completing. They are very content to let the other tech up as long as they keep an eye on what the other's doing. Charge getting pretty close to completion. Look at the observer hunting going on there. I think, yeah, take advantage of terrain. Oh, but Queen's anti-air range is pretty. Yeah, he got it. One less observer for the world to worry about. All right, boy, this is looking a lot like one of those pepperoni pizzas where they call it ultimate pepperoni. Or those sausages. I can never tell. You know, it all gets covered with cheese and tomato sauce, so I never know what I'm eating. Whatever the topping is, there's a lot of it. Dark Menace, decent supply lead. He's got it in both workers and an army. Colossus just about to come out. Thermal Lance started. Ooh, we have both Hydralisk Den just about to complete, but he's also got that Spire, just in case it's needed.
Yeah,
if
you
you're
see
up
the
against
Changeling, too.
Colossus... Huh?
The Changeling did see everything, too.
Yeah, and I think if you're going to be facing Colossus, a couple Corruptors don't hurt. That's one of the nice things with Zerg. You can just kind of put the build-ins here and there and just have the option to switch to whatever tech you need. Whereas the other races have to have the production facilities. Hive on the way. Disruptor, you know, once again, kind of the one Colossus, one Disruptor combo. I still find it interesting. I mean, Dark Menace has definitely been a little bit more active looking around the map, but I mean, neither of them have really even tried for worker kills so far. Both of them are at 1-1 as far as their upgrades go. Ooh. And I just dropped a piece of pizza. There's my play-by-play. There we go. Got it. It landed crust down, so I don't think I have to watch the carpet. I'm glad. Okay. Play-by-play encompasses a lot of things. Alright. Dark Menace, yeah, continuing to put down all this creep and taking down rocks, so he's going to have quite the highway from one side of the map to the other side. Few Banelands, alright. Lurker attack. And yeah. Does get himself a few Corruptors with a few more on the way. Those of you who play a lot might be familiar with the phrase of no rush 20 minutes. Yes? They are macroing and tacking up, and neither of them are doing much to slow the other down. Yeah, Lurker Corruptor. Templar Archive is down, another robotics facility. What do we got for robo units? 2 Colossus, 1 Disruptor right now. Alright. Here we go. They do move out. Hallucination spots it right away. This space is not going to complete, no matter what. And Dark Menace electing to fall back after getting that cancel. Those changelings always hanging out. And even more difficult to spot once you really do have Zealots as part of your army. We got upgrades going for both the Zerglings and for the Lurkers. That Nice burst of action, but it didn't last. Storm on the way, Disruptors. Now here we go. We got a Protoss Death Ball that's just kind of getting to the edge of the creep. Not venturing too far in there, though. Oh, and here come the Corruptors. Nope. If they're going to pounce, they're going to want to pounce at the same time as the ground units. And those delicious creep tumors going down. And those were active tumors as well. I mean, and those are the ones that can actually form new ones. I don't know what you'd call the inactive ones, or we just call them benign tumors.
Hey, that's right. Good one.
More and more upgrades going. They're both at 2-2, but they're both going to be a little bit further along soon. The first ranged upgrade for Zerg almost done. Stargate tech. 3 Stargates down. This is another thing where I've noticed a lot of the pros using, where as it gets to late game, you want to have the door open for an air transition. This is what I was talking about. Zerg coming from 3 different directions here. We've got splash damage going down. Not bad for the disruptor shots, but I think Sir Maligan's just a little bit outnumbered. However, the supply is going to be deceptive here because Corruptors do not shoot down. They can attack. They can use their special caustic spray ability against structures on the ground, but not units. So, yeah, Stalker versus Corruptor tends to go to the Protoss way. Here comes the reinforcements, though. More Zerglings. That ball does not hit a lurker. Excellent, excellent force fields. And the Zerglings try to swing around. Sir Maligan kind of cut it. Oh, his army got a little bit separated there. They do blink and they get right back together. This is pretty heavy duty. Once again, Dark Menace in the lead, but until more Colossus or some of those Stargate units come out, those Corruptors aren't going to be that useful. And yeah, right now, no Stargate units there. I think Sir Maligan just wants the option to be available if she needs it. Warp Prism, that's going to be pretty important if he does go on the offensive again. But right now, we're back to where we were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases versus 1, 2. All right, about even in the base count. Here we go. Ling Lurker. Or Baneling Lurker. Well, a Bane Ling is still a Ling. It's just a Bane instead of a Zerg, although it is a Zerg unit, and I'm gonna stop there. My head hurts. Is this like 2 prisms going out to warp things in on different corners? I think it is. Still, as he's posturing for this, that Lurker armor. Oh, well, there is something the Corruptors can shoot. All right. Some Zerg units go up. The Lurkers move ahead. They do outrange the cannon, but one of them is actually in range. Yep, 1 Lurker down. Does he have any more Disruptors? I don't think he does. Oh, yes, he does. And there it is right now. Softened up the Purification Nova, finished off by the Archons. And once again, Lurker is ending up being there without any other units to tank for them. And right now, well, once again, Dark Menace remaxes almost instantly. And this Warp Prism, I think, accidentally got... I don't know if that was F2 there, but it did reveal itself and die for its troubles. 34 Zerglings in production. More and more upgrades, but only 1 probe on behalf of Sir Maligan. Sir Maligan is far from max, so... And he doesn't have a Warp Prism with him, so he's going to have a tough time producing more attack units without taking his eyes off his army. Nice! Storm drives more of the Hydralisk back, but oh... Zerglings come in. There's multiple batteries and cannons there. And explosions. Here we go. We got 2 carriers and a Phoenix on the way. Gonna get a big tech shift. And now Sir Maligan's actually in the lead for supply. It's interesting. I mean, this is really the first of the economic damage that's really been going here, with the Zerglings getting to 3 different mineral lines. That's one of the things. Does have the cannon, and it does clean things up. Very good defensive setup for Sir Maligant. And his good old Protoss Death Ball is moving out with support from one Phoenix. And it's always the tumors that pay first. Here we go. Lurkers are burrowing. And then he's, moving out, getting ready to flank this army. Oh, only one of those Purification Novas hit, but when you got the Lurkers softened up, you can usually finish them off. Here he is, sandwiched between the Queens and the Ling Hydra combo. Oh, that storm. None of those Hydras got moved out of it. This Archon and this Colossus doing quite a bit of damage. In the meantime, we've got these 2 carriers coming in. And he's going to have to decide what to focus on here as the Archons continue to attack those Corruptors as well. We are having a lot of units getting traded out here. Oh, Archons and everyone moved too close to the Lurkers with one of the Disruptors going down as well. Then we got some poor Zealots that were already commanded to attack over there. They walked right into those Lurkers. And hopefully this carrier won't lead the same fate. There are, well, honestly, it can probably, but it's right-clicked. It's not launching any of its interceptors. Oh, free shots from those Corruptors. More Zerglings going down. And yeah, Sir Maligant made just a couple of mistakes there that are going to cost for this match. Look at those Zerglings. They have the adrenals, so they did a lot of damage. Fortunately, the base itself was saved. If he's got detection, and I don't know if he does. Ooh, okay, there we go. He does have detection. That's the answer to that riddle. That observer was just kind of leaning up against the cheek of that Colossus. Almost. Dark Menace is almost done with the last of his Evolution Chamber upgrades. The 3 range attack. And on the right side, left side we got Zealot harassment. On the right side, we have a big army clash. Corruptors coming up from behind, working on taking down the carrier and the Colossus. And yeah, they don't last long against those. That's exactly what Corruptors were designed for. 3-3 range just about to be achieved. However, yeah, mostly Hydralists. They don't chew up buildings quite as quickly as Zerglings do. Shields on the way. Now, despite the fact that that Sir Maligant can do air units, he does not have any upgrades for them other than shields, which count for ground, air, and structures. So if he really wants to invest in carriers, he really needs to give him at least +1 attack, if not a bit more. He does have, he's 3-3-1, 1 on the shields with, yeah, there we go. There's air attack. And he is chronoing it, which is exactly what I'd hope. Dark Menace maxed out 200, whereas Sir Maligant is at 155 right now. He is behind in workers after that harassment, and a little bit behind in army. Dark Menace basically has half the map right now. That you can just easy to tell with Zerg because it's all highlighted in goop. Oh, and that Lurker gets some free shots. Goes down along with an Overlord. Now, yeah, I think Dark Menace has every type attack right down to the Greater Spire. Yeah, these Colossus and Carriers, they're just getting eliminated as they come out. Oh, but look at that. Blinks ahead, clears out quite a few of those Corruptors, but has to back up again. Little Storm on the flank just to defend. He's going to have to be careful of these Disruptors. He does not want them to take the... Yeah. And that's the thing. If if you have stuff in your control group or your F2, when they're not on screen, sometimes you don't know what route they're going to take to join your army. More lurkers and a lot more Zerglings on the way. Look at Dark Menace. I mean, he loses a lot, but instantly he replaces the whole army and is maxed out again. He has 9,000 minerals and over 6,000 gas in the bank. Whereas, yeah, right now, Dark Menace has about 200 and 400. So, oh no, once again, just like the Disruptors. Well, they did get a storm off, and a surround by the Zerglings. This is looking worse and worse for Sir Malignant right now. Oh, and the honestly, that Colossus killing quite a few of those Zerglings, but still going down for its troubles. And we have the GG. Dark Menace just got to a point where it didn't matter who lost. He could just place anything as many times as he wanted.
So the games were a bit sloppy on both sides, but the thing is, Dark Menace had a lot more money. So
he had a lot more money, and as far as any sloppiness went, it cost Sir Malignant more. There were multiple times where some very valuable units were just straight up right-click moved.
That's true.
You know, and weren't even defending themselves. He lost multiple warp prisms, disruptors, zealots. You know, a little bit of everything there. So sometimes it was just a question of his units not taking the path that he wanted them to, or continuing on a path after the rest of his army retreated.
The other thing is he had a prism at the bottom, which I think he forced an F2. And
I think so.
Which, probably not the key because he unbounded. There is a clickable F2 on the screen.
Yes, I know. That just like that meme was saying, the ultimate is when you get desperate enough to actually click on the icon on the screen for all army.
Yeah, and if he
There's
had that
no
in
way
position,
to get rid of that.
If you had that in position, you could have warped in. And you'd need that, right?
And, well, honestly, I think select all army, you want the option to be there as long as afterwards you use that to say control click a type of unit.
Yeah,
it can
still
be nice.
I still use it.
Yeah, it can be nice to be able to see all of your units at once and then divide them into control groups. Using Alt with a number also removes something from all the current control groups and only puts it in the one you choose. So a combination of that stuff, and yeah, F2 could be handy, but you want it to be something to be used when you're not in battle.
Yeah. If he didn't lose so many other things, he'd be in great shape. But he just gave away too many units, too, on that rally or whatever.
And Dark Menace was just amazing just how rich he got. That was quite the bank he had.
All right, well, game 2 coming up.
Yep.
Here you go, Hyper Turtle.
Dragon Scales. In the lower right, we have the Pink Zerg up one map. He is
Dark Menace.
And his opponent, the Red Protoss. He is
Sir Malignant.
Goes to an interesting point earlier. We definitely have our players that always choose the same color. Then we have those who just go with whatever it starts with. I know that Sir Malignant was green last time, but I don't think I've ever seen Dark Menace when he hasn't had the pink highlights on that robotic simulant skin. All right. Probe is out looking. Not sure if he's scouting or if he was hoping for a hatchery block, or if he has something more proxy-ish in mind. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty straightforward. He is going to see it. The spawning pool isn't even down yet. Probably just about to go down. Yeah, there it is. Straight up timing. Spawning pool before extractor. Just a little variation, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. The extractor is just 25 minerals, but then you're also sacrificing a drone too. Like the cost of any Zerg unit, you got to add 50 to it. Any Zerg structure, I mean.
50 plus the opportunity cost of then mining, as early the early the game, the worse it is.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, that's one of the big fun parts of being Protoss. You can just kind of put the little beacon down and then move straight back. Also, one of the scarier parts of Protoss, since there's no limit to what one probe can build if he's right on the border of your base. Speaking of which, I do see that there's a drone keeping a close eye on that probe, or maybe it's vice versa. Who's chasing who? That's always the question. Alright, metabolic boost on the way, and Adept ready to pop out. Very standard from both of them. Although, you know, Dark Menace does like to take his hatchery, you know, maybe a little bit earlier than some people anyway. Earlier than me, let's say that. You know, it all depends on preferences. A lot of the instructionals that I watched like to go with doing it either on 30 workers or right around the 3-minute mark. But there's a lot of advantages you get from putting it down earlier as long as you can defend it. The more larvae you have, the more army, and the more workers. Once again, Twilight Council, as soon as he's able to start on it. I'm very curious whether this is going to be similar to last match, where they both kept a very close eye on each other, but neither one really made us move. Okay, there's the answer to that question. There are 4 Zerglings. I don't think they're going to get through that wall, though. The wall with the Adept, but last match was just very interesting in that really took a long time before they went on the offensive. Once one of them did, it was non-stop offense between them. Non-stop fighting. But I don't know if I'm used to seeing a Zerg versus Protoss game where it's that long before one of them really tries to kill anything. Well, there are some Zerglings trying to kill something. It's tricky. If you got an Adept there, Adepts do quite a bit of bonus against light units like Zerglings, so you essentially have to keep rotating out which Zerglings attacking. Dark Menace showed he could do that, but it wasn't sustainable, especially with the Stalker coming up behind it. Roach attack. We didn't see a lot of roaches last game. A lot of time the Roach Warren is kind of a just-in-case thing. If you get a bunch of Zealots or Adepts or rushing in, you make a bunch of those. Ooh, and Spire, too. Now, Spire, usually going to make it at some point for protection, but this early along, it usually means you're planning to do something with it. It was complete. Baneling Nest. I'm definitely noticing Dark Menace likes to have all the options on the table, and I think usually that's a good thing, at least as far as the game goes along. And another Changeling goes splat. Warp Prism. And a proxy, so okay. Going back to an earlier question, I think Sir Malagant, about the 6-minute mark is when he's planning to really pump it up. Oh, that's not not a proxy pylon, that's a hidden base, but still, the Warp Prism is going to provide a chance to warp in. It is going to be seen by that Zerglin. So I think Dark Menace is going to be getting ready. Got a lot of tech going around. You see right away. Adding some roaches. Here come the reinforcements. Gateway Army charge is just about to complete, so this is very much a charge timing. Queens are posturing. Dark Menace knows the stuff's coming. I do not believe he knows about that corner base. Alright, charge completed. So this is going to be the moment. As soon as charge completed, he's on here. He is going to... Oh! And yeah, 3 sides, 4 sides, every side. Yes, look at that. Recalls, but of course it's hard to get out all of them. The Warp Prism does get away. And the counterattack, Dark Menace doesn't miss a moment. He has a huge army advantage right now. What would it be? 40, 46 supply advantage? Although they like to say how roaches aren't especially supply efficient. And yeah, that one Mutalisk just kind of hanging out with them. At the very least, that helps them spot high ground. Look at Sir Maligant. Yeah, he's sent his Warp Prism out, taking the long way around. I wasn't sure if he was going to try to take that corner too. Robotics support bay almost done, along with a second robotics facility. I'm assuming he's going to get probably Colossus and Disruptor out again. And yeah, kind of like last match, this Warp Prism's just kind of hanging out. I don't know if that's specifically so that if he gets attacked, he can immediately warp in some Zealots on the other side. Alright, it's filling up. 4 Zealots, alright. And air attack upgrades being researched, so I wonder if there's 5 Mutalisks out right now, 1 in production. That might be added to, but I don't know, that Warp Prism is... I think Dark Menace keeps kind of stealing Sir Maligant's attention. Oh, and here come the mutas. More than ready for them, though. I think that's 6 or 7 Blink Stalkers hanging out by a shield battery. Okay. Sorry, I had to look away for just a moment. Look at the way Dark Menace prepares. Seems every time Sir Maligant's army moves, he's got 3 different groups of units to pounce on them, although, honestly, only one's doing the pouncing. There we go. Second group joins in. Third group joins in, but by this time, Sir Maligant is back behind the wall. Yeah, and boy, those Zealots must be getting a little bit bored. Here we go with the mutas again. At the top, but they're quickly driven away too, so... I do not think those mutas have really paid for themselves yet. Oh, I think those Zerglings, however, smell something. Secret bases? Yeah, sometimes they get left alone longer, but at the same time, pretty hard to reinforce, and at the same time, we have Dark Menace's Swarm pouncing. And this is going to stick Sir Maligant on 2 bases for a while. Not even any pylons out there for him to warp reinforcements in. Oh, and here we go. The armies clash head-on. I think Dark Menace would prefer to be positioned ahead of time right now, especially with all those Zerglings that are in the corner right now. And I don't think the mutas are going to do much good against the Space Stalkers, especially with Blink. All right. Sir Maligant doesn't miss a beat. He takes his usual third. Oh, look at that Colossus getting left behind. The Zerglings surrounding it, but then a big Blink on top of them. And here come the Mutalisks as well. I think that's going down. Yep, he does lose that Colossus, but that was a bit of an investment. Oh, man. Yeah, Sir Maligant is less than half the supply now. We have the GG. Dark Menace takes the series. Alright, congratulations to Dark Menace. That was quite the series there. Heavy-duty late game, the first game. 2 of you barely touched each other for quite a while. But then second game, very much getting each other's faces.
Yeah, good game.
Yes,
Too much
indeed.
Zerg. I'm always outmasked.
Yeah, you did
Not
good in
slow.
game one, man. It's just that you lost 2 disruptors, three Templars going the wrong way. You know.
Yeah.
And if
Yep,
you
my
had kept
controls
them,
all
I
over
think
the
your
place.
army was pretty good for game one. You know, so that was game
Mhm.
two. What do you think happened on that one? It seemed like your secret base was a good idea, but your zealots left, and the Zerglings came in, and you were out of position. And I think if you had kept that base, you'd be in great shape. So it was very close. But you left. They left, and then he came in just in time after he saw that secret base that was you know, it was so funny. That base was there forever.
Yeah.
It did pay for itself, but
Yeah.
there also wasn't any way to defend it.
Yeah, he could have recalled, but he didn't decide not to recall his main army there either, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I didn't see it actually. By the time I saw it, it's too late. It's like,
Oh,
shoot,
I see. You didn't realize. Because, yeah, you could have definitely saved it. And if you had saved that, that's
Yeah, I
a
could-
springboard for your attack. You know, and you even had the
that's
prism that you forgot your prism, too, on the other side that you never actually used. You know, that's a big pain in the butt for Zerg to deal with. But it never got into use.
The Zealots got warped in, but then never picked up and dropped again. Dark Menace, I gotta say, that was quite the bank you had in game one. Thousands and thousands of mineral and gas, so you kind of got to a point where you could replace your army tenfold.
Yeah, I had like a lot of money both games.
Nothing wrong with riches.
Yeah.
All right.
Good
game. So yes, indeed. And we will be going to our final game of the night. I believe everyone's ready for that, right? We got
All right, guys.
Gray.
We'll see you guys later. GG's.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's add the other two guys. See if we can
Okay.
get them on. They've been waiting.
All right, we have one last game tonight.
Frieden is here, and Gray's here.
Yes, indeed. All right, Frieden, thanks for waiting for us.
Hey, yeah.
Frieden, question: did you get to watch any of Gray's games?
No.
How about the stream earlier? Because he played earlier. Did you watch the stream? You would have had some nice insight.
Yeah, I saw that he had a game earlier, but no, I didn't have a chance to do that then.
Cool,
like,
cool.
What
about you, Gray?
I've been really slammed, so I just haven't had a chance.
Well, you had a great game, Frieden. The last time we saw you, you had a very dominant game, even though you were traveling, right?
Yeah. I finally had a chance to like be home, but now it's just basically a chance to catch up to all the things that I've been trying to do. So, school stuff, the newborn, work stuff, like stuff around the house.
Newborn, wow.
Car stuff. So yeah.
I'm having immediate flashbacks to when I was playing StarCraft when my daughter was still in the crib. Had to be ready. Had to be ready to leave the game at any moment. So I just kind of got numb to that.
So Gray.
GG would have won if not for baby. Bye.
GG. That's funny. Hey, so Hyper Turtle, this.
My newborn is losing its mind.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yep. Good. That's a new excuse. It's not the lag anymore. Hey, Gray and Frieden, you guys are tied at 2-1 if our records are correct, and I think the winner here has a great shot.
I think we need to update it with Gray's game from previously in the night.
Oh, that's true. So I guess technically you guys are not the same. Never mind.
I think I still have an outstanding game against Hurt in Time that we never did.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
We keep trying to reschedule it, but that one never happened yet. So there's that too.
Okay.
I think I moved all of the so far unplayed games to next Friday.
Playoffs are going to happen after that, guys. So this Friday we'll start the
ready
Code
or not.
A and B playoffs, and then the Code S should finish up. So, but good luck to you guys. Any final words, Gray?
Mercy, please.
Mercy.
Whoa.
Hey, man, you're fresher in the game than I am, so just do your best. I'll do my best.
All right.
We'll go from there. Good
And
luck,
have fun.
man.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we will have a nice contest to see who was less confident. GG.
All right, let me show the map
Okay.
picks for these guys. We're gonna start
Yeah,
off.
we gotta create the lobby.
We're starting off with altitude, which I'm doing now,
All right.
and then we'll have Gresvin. After that, and if we have a game 3, it's Neo Humanity, man. But you know, it's hard to talk about the maps because we don't know what the heck Frieden's gonna be. He's a random player.
True enough.
That's the thing. It's like it doesn't matter. You don't know what he's gonna get.
Yeah, well, and I find, as someone who likes to play around myself, you can make it even crazier by just letting yourself be completely impulsive after you've found your race. All right, Frieden still needs to queue in, though.
Yeah, I don't know what he's looking at, but there he is. He tapped over.
Okay, great. It is cute because it's random. One of the first things you do is you're kind of looking at that loading screen to see if the tip that it gives you, what race that's associated with. Sometimes it's not associated with any specific race, but yeah, if it says something about siege tanks or creep spreading, you're like, okay, I'm going to try to imagine my build. Oh, wait, what?
He got
Oh,
dropped.
hold on, can you invite again? Okay. But yeah, it's kind of cute that that's always the first part of playing random.
Nice. He's always.
Frieden wants to point out that he always chooses purple. That's a popular one, especially for Zerg, actually, since that's the color they usually are on the campaign.
What's your prediction on this, man? Score-wise?
I think one's to be purple, one's to be orange. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Neither of them sounded. Yeah, I think it is going to be a 2-1.
Either way.
I'm actually leaning a little bit towards gray.
Gray, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-1 Frieden. Let's see what happens.
Bring it. All right. In the lower left, we have again the orange Zerg, and he is.
Green.
And in the upper right, we have the purple Protoss. He is.
Frieden.
All right, man.
All right, here we go. Zerg usually starts off more or less the same regardless of what race they're up against. However, the difference tends to come down to how many Zerglings they make at the very beginning. But by that time, usually your overlords, at least in the vicinity. Granted, you can always send a drone, but that's an economic hit. Ooh, that an intentional extractor cancel?
It might be.
I guess so.
Yeah.
He does get that extra supply point. It's also possible he might have not made the Overlord as early as he was supposed to, in which case, yeah, that becomes kind of a handy thing to do. All right, spawning pool down. Probe checking things out.
Yeah, this is the weird thing with Frieden, man. The very weird thing with him is he's random, but he reveals his race by scouting early. And the funny thing is, he's playing against Zerg, so you're supposed to wall down low, but he doesn't care. He's like, I'm gonna do my build. You know what I mean? Like, he's random. He knows what he's playing. But it's like the opposite. It's like he's playing against random. So he's like, I don't know what he's gonna be. Let me wall up top to be safe, and let me scout early.
Another thing I find, sometimes I'm so focused on double checking what my own race is as random. Sometimes I forget what my opponent is. You can go to the alliance menu and check. That's something that can be handy, especially in team games, since you got multiple guys to think about. But yeah, that is very interesting.
It's weird. It's like he's playing against a random player. So he's like, let me scout early and let me wall up top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be nice to know when the spawning pool goes down. It's double-edged,
Yeah, but at a minimum, you make the wall down low, right? You know he's Zerg.
Yeah, I would say you definitely do, especially if you're going to be expanding at the normal time like this. This puts him at a bit of a disadvantage.
Yep.
And of course, Gray knows that right now.
Yeah, Frieden is a very good random player because he's reached Diamond playing random. His style, as in he doesn't care what everyone else does. He's like, I'm gonna do this.
It's interesting. If you're just YOLO, sometimes your opponent will even read stuff into it that isn't there. It's like, oh, okay, this is an unusual build. That must mean he's got something hidden. Or
oh yeah, you shouldn't read what he's doing because we don't know what he's doing when we can see everything.
Mm-hmm. You're assuming he has his mind made up.
Yep.
Oh, I think that's just gonna barely. Oh, not escape.
Not
Here
good.
come 2 Zerglings. You know, if he had more than that, he could definitely punish this more.
Yeah.
But right now, yeah, he's got a Zealot and a Stalker. He's moving a little bit cautiously, making sure to keep the top ramp walled off. I don't blame him for that.
Yeah, good start here.
Robo about halfway done.
Good start here for Frieden, actually.
Yeah.
Because he was able to secure the base despite not having a wall, right?
Yeah. But yeah, back to the scouting thing. It's an interesting little little seesaw there, or balance, I mean, not a seesaw scale. But it's like, okay, you want to know what they're doing, but at the beginning, not only don't they know what you're doing, they also don't know what race you are.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes you kind of want to wait until they come to you. It all depends. Like, I don't play random for the advantage. I don't play random because I want to confuse my opponent and take advantage of that. I play random because I'm obsessed with unlocking portraits. And
he's got 2 holes here, and there's a lot of links
yeah, he
coming,
does,
man.
but he knows it. That's
and
a good thing for him.
Oh, he let this Stalker
he's
die.
going to get surrounded. That Stalker does not attack very quickly, and they're going to move up. He does warp more Zealots in. He's going to want to make sure that they're all in hold position, and he does also close the wall as well. So
he didn't put
I
the
think he can breathe
Stalker
a little
on
bit
hold.
easier.
That's why. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Stalker was stalking when it wasn't told to.
It was stalking. Yep, exactly.
Yep. And there goes the Warp Prism. Is he... Oh, yeah, it is moving out. He's got all those Zerglings in front of his base, but that means there's that many Zerglings that aren't in his opponent's base.
Yeah.
He did get an early charge.
He did.
So I'm assuming that's what he's going to be warping in. Zealots.
Yeah, he doesn't
Little
have
blob of orange there.
He doesn't have 4 gases, so he should. But he has banked up so much gases though. Look at that, 7, 8.
Yeah, I mean he's mining. He got a second assimilator pretty early.
And there it is. He's loading the stock.
Yep,
the Zealot.
and yep, a quartet of them ready to go. I believe there are. Spore crawlers in all the base. Oh, he doesn't move ahead. There is an Overlord that is going to see it ahead of time. But once again, good chunk of Gray's army is on the other side of the map right now. And yep, does very well. He does not get the Warp Prism in range of the Spore Crawler. And here we go. Those Zerglings hit the reverse button. They are heading home as quickly as their little legs can carry them.
Yeah.
Queen just about to go down.
Frieden needs to expand though, unless he's all inning, you know? He needs to expand.
He does, and this is I mean, 9 workers down, that's not bad. Right now he's a little oversaturated back home. So yeah, Dark Templar Shrine, almost done, and that Warp Prism ready to dispense them.
Yeah, if he had killed this Spore, he could drop down there later, but...
That could have been a nice focus, definitely.
Yeah. He's falling behind, man. He has not expanded.
Yeah. Tacking up a little bit. He's getting the forge going. 2 forges.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4-base Zerg, though.
Yeah, and look at Meanwhile Gray actually expands an additional time. So they are, despite all of those worker kills, they are even on workers. Okay, Gray. Yeah, Gray ahead on workers now. And that's the risk of harassment.
DT Shrine
Sometimes
is done,
when you're
man.
focused on it. Oh yeah. Sometimes when you're focused on the harassment, you find that you're not actually doing anything at home. But this army, no Dark Templar warped in there.
Yeah,
I was just going to say there was no detection by the army.
Yeah, I think he forgot. He's just out of sync right
Maybe.
now. But he is expanding, so that's the good news. But he's got to kill this 4th base.
Well, he's got to do something, definitely. He's invested quite a bit in that harassment.
Yeah, he needs that DTs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he forgot that he has a Dark Templar Shrine.
I mean, his 3rd base is about halfway up now. There are Zerglings getting split off to try to make sure that doesn't happen.
There's the DTs, but he'll be busy with these links. Oh, never mind. The links went the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, Gray is giving his opponent a bit more time to get ready for this.
Okay, so this one DT
There's
is gonna keep him
the
busy.
single DT versus Roach.
Oh, but
Classic
at home he's
confrontation.
getting Link's attack. Can he pay
Yeah,
attention to that? Does he see that?
He doesn't. He's not warping anything in there.
Yeah, I don't think he. And there he's
And
warping
here
more
comes
stuff
these
here.
these Dark Templar are going to be a little bit more vulnerable too.
No, but he's
he
killing the
does
spore.
take the spore crawler down. Okay.
Very nice.
I'm not seeing any overseers yet.
He's
so
still not looking
right
at
now
home.
we have both of them pounding away at each other's bases. And yeah, five overseers
He's
being
like-
morphed. He's not taking any chances now.
I'm gonna see you 5 times over.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he should at least kill this base.
Oh man, but yeah, this is not.
He's
Okay,
gotta kill
Texans
this
here.
base.
Those Hydras got to get in there too.
Oh no.
Sure, he doesn't want to lose more workers. Okay, that Dark Templar goes down. Alright, Gray is going on the offensive again. Once again, pretty good creep spread. He really likes to get a couple of paths down to the middle of the map at the very least.
Yeah, let's pay attention, because we did tell him that even though you're dying, you still spread creep and stuff. Let's see if he
Yeah.
pays attention to that type of thing.
Well, I mean, I think this has got his attention anyway.
Oh, but
And
he
this
doesn't
is a
have
decent
storm.
composition. Oh,
No
multiple
storm.
feedbacks, but I don't think those overseers actually gathered that much energy anyway.
Yeah.
He is letting his overseers get way ahead of the army. Remember, with I think the W key, you can actually anchor them in place if you are moving everything at once. But really, Gray is at a point. He's 3 times the supply. I don't think he can lose. Nope, GG.
Yep.
All right, there's Gray taking the first now. Advantage
Yeah.
predictions. Me.
So you know, he could have done better if he expanded earlier, because it was too obvious, right? That he's not expanding.
Yeah.
So then for Zerg, they just kind of know, like, oh, okay, right?
Yeah, and once again, I mean, he ended up not paying for it, but he very well could have paid if a bunch of Zerglings had gone in and seen that there was no wall at his natural. So,
Right.
yeah.
Game 2's aggressive.
Game 2 is going to be interesting because we still don't know what the matchup's going to be.
I think his best race is Protoss. And his
Okay.
worst race, I wonder if it's Terran. I'm not sure, or Zerg.
I don't know. I think if you're playing all 3 races, Terran usually ends up being the worst no matter what.
Unless that's your main.
They require just a lot more control, and you only have so much time to focus on getting into the rhythm of it if you keep switching races.
Yep.
I'm speaking for myself mostly, but I definitely have less wins as Terran, at least in 1v1.
Yeah, it has to be your main for it to be better than
Yeah.
the rest, right? So.
Yeah, the old Flash deal. It's like, I can't believe Flash is playing all 3 races in ASL. No,
Oh.
It's like, well, think of the advantage every time he does end up as Terran.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal. It's when I play
the,
random, and I
Mhm.
draw Zerg. I tell my opponent my race because it's like, I don't need this
Yeah.
advantage. I
It's
don't
like,
need to be
gotta
that
make
ahead.
this sporting.
Gotta make it a little bit more
Stuck at
fair.
entering lobby. We might need to recreate the lobby.
Yeah, let's try one more invite, and then let's do that.
Okay.
again.
But yeah, it can be interesting. Zerg also is a lot different. I mean, Protoss and Terran have more in common than either has with Zerg. You gotta get the hang of the mechanics of the creep spread, all of that. The larva, as far as balancing what you use the larva for. So sometimes Zerg can be the worst too. Protoss is like, okay, you don't have the hang of them, but you know how to create a decent death ball. Who
Alright.
knows?
Game 2.
Resven.
Watching FSL Season 6.
And now I find myself looking at the little tip at the bottom of the screen, and then I'm like, oh, that tip isn't for me anyway. All right, in the bottom right, we have the orange Zerg up 1 map. He is
Green.
And in the upper left, still wearing purple, this time as Zerg. This player is.
Freedom.
All right, we got ourselves a ZVZ, and this is definitely one where I think it's best
Oh.
not to tip your hand.
That's right. Look at this, man. So you remember Gray? He has 2 builds: macro all out or 12 pool in ZVZ.
I think that goes for a lot of us, but yes, it's like usually if you're only going to have 2 builds, you want them to be on opposite side of the spectrum. The other alternative is maybe splitting your macro builds between a more technical one and a more
Oh no, this is
one.
bad for Frieden because he's sending his Overlord not in the path of the 12 pool.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's.
Because he wants to hide his
keep it a
race.
secret, yeah.
But of all things, remember before
Hide
the
his
other
race
one.
while looking for proxies, I guess. That makes sense. But
yeah, but at least he made his pool relatively early, so.
Yeah, I mean, on time anyway.
Oh.
We got 8 Zerglings in production right now, just getting ready to hatch.
So.
And away they go.
He's gonna have to pull, man. He needs to pull workers to defend this.
No speed being researched by Graham, but speed being researched by Frieden. Yes, it's gonna have to be the drones pulling their weight here. Probably even falling back before then.
Yeah, the problem is he has 2 drones ahead by itself, so which can't fight. So will he pull them back in time and not lose them?
Pool only just about to complete.
Yeah, this is really bad. But
and here comes the alarm.
But the hatchery is about to finish, which is a big deal. Oh, he's doing him a favor.
He's got to be happy with what he sees anyway.
But he's doing him a favor attacking where the drones are.
Still no Zerglings in production, though. He does surround a couple of the Zerglings right away. That's not bad. And yep, doing the right thing too, kind of drilling them into the same mineral patch. So far the damage isn't there, but Frieden, he doesn't have any Zerglings out. Oh, he just started some in production. There we go.
Okay. I think he'll be fine. He lost 6 workers, which is not good. But he's only down 2 workers, so that's not bad.
Yeah. And I mean, exactly. That was a lot of larvae being used to create Zerglings instead of drones. And one drone kind of sitting there.
Yeah, so he really...
That is a lazy drone.
Bad drone.
Bad drone. Go mine. Go mine.
Go fetch.
2 lazy drones. Bad drones. Go mine. There they go.
All right, well, Frieden 15 versus 20 workers.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Gray's still with a worker lead. But yeah, armies are just about the same. That element of surprise is all gone now. Yeah. I think more importantly even, speed's just about to complete. And Roach Warren for Frieden. So actually Frieden, despite all the odds, he's in a great position. Speed's just about to finish.
Yeah, he'll do a lot of damage with these. Oh, but
okay.
I think Gray saw it. Gray saw it, so he's like, let me wall this. I'm not ready.
That's the nice thing about the Overlords.
I'm not ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And look, Frieden overtook him with the worker count. Nice job, Frieden.
Yep. And he's going to be following up with Roaches, which are going to do a lot better at this kind of wall. Yeah, right. I think you got to pull the Zerglings back.
Ooh,
unless, no, they don't quite make it in.
Not enough.
Does lose a queen for troubles, though. Yep.
Yeah, not enough transfuse. So.
Ooh, they both got.
Not that he'd
both
use
got
it.
Roach Worms down.
He wouldn't use it anyway. He'd put down creep.
Yes. Interesting though. Frieden going for the lair already, even though he doesn't have a 3rd yet.
It's faster roach speed attack probably. Maybe that's what he'll do.
Exactly. I don't think he's that interested in drawing this out with defense right now. I think he would like to break through that wall.
I love his drone count though. He's
yeah.
In the past, Frieden wouldn't have that much drones, and he would just make lots of units and go attack.
And
this time,
that's a really tricky thing if you're alternating races, because it is. You have to take into account you can't each larva has to be a worker, an overlord, or an attack unit, and you got to constantly be aware of that. Oh wow, takes down the overlord, but lets the lets the Zerglings right past. So once again, we have Drone versus Zerg right now. Drone versus Zergling.
Oh, he's very
That's
late.
a nice advantage that Gray has, which is a wall.
Yeah, this. But he actually didn't even need to pull the drones. I think he could have fought it with some drone drilling.
Yeah, he could have. A lot of roaches on the way.
He has to fix his saturation again.
Frieden a bit ahead in the roach count. Yeah, that's lot of selecting drones and then shift deselecting some of them.
He's expanding.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how much information he has, but he's got a pretty healthy roach count, so I think he's got the option.
Yeah, he's falling behind in workers, and actually, Gray. Oh, he canceled his update. Oh, okay, he is upgrading. So, Gray will be ahead in upgrades, and he is attacking now. So, Frieden, this is a good time to attack.
And now, Frieden, on top of being behind in workers, he also pulled all of his workers for quite a while, too.
Yep. Okay, here he goes. He has a lot more roaches.
Yep. All right. And...
Oh, he's going for it. I like this.
Yeah,
he needs to go.
Roach speed just about to complete for Gray, though. Sometimes those speed upgrades can even things out.
Oh, no! Frieden forgot his roach speed. But, hey, you might as well fight. You have to fight. You're here already. But
look at that Overlord getting healed up by turning into an Overseer. Oh, there go the Biles. They fall behind.
Oh, there's not enough
He should be able to just surround this, though.
Oh, this is really bad for Frieden, because he's going to lose all of this, and he cannot escape.
Frieden might lose almost everything.
He's slow. His roaches are slow. He's going to lose them all. So this
Not
is
only
a
were
bad
they
idea.
slow, but the other roaches were on creep longer, too. So they've got the chance to catch up. Turns around, half the supply.
Oh, man. I think if he doesn't turn around here, Gray should win
he
it
doesn't,
right here.
I don't think he has the larva to replace enough of the army. Too much of the larva has already been turned into drone eggs.
Yeah, and these lings
And here come the Zerglings. They're just not going to do very well against Roach Ravager.
Nope, not at all. Actually, at this point, you don't even need to micro. Oh,
yeah,
man,
I think he stung himself a little bit with those Biles, but GG. All right. Well, we were both wrong. 2-0. All right, congratulations go to Gray.
Hey, congrats, dude.
Hey.
Nice game. Hey, HD.
Well, we gotta say, Frieden, that second match, you were in a lot of danger at first, and you managed to tough it out and get some very effective counterattacks going.
Yeah, I think he just forgot the roach speed, right?
Yeah, I was forgetting just too many stuff. Yeah, I was thrown off not having a roach speed, and then I got stuck in a weird thing where I hotkeyed a single roach instead of all my army, which was weird. So I was like, why am I not doing what I want to do? So it was just really sloppy for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually had an advantage in game 2 if you just kind of just went for it immediately. But of course, you don't have map hacks. You don't have map hacks. You don't know anything about that.
Well, at least we don't think you have that.
I don't.
No, I ain't going there.
This map, honestly, I was looking at it at the start. I was like, I don't remember this map at all. So I honestly had no idea. I tried to downvote it earlier, but I'm -% on.
That's the thing. If you you go on the ladder right now, you don't even get the same maps anyway. So it can be tricky to practice right now.
Yeah, I actually like the new maps. I was trying some against AI earlier, and the new maps have like really big bases. So I'm actually looking forward to playing that a bit.
Yeah, the new maps are fun, man. They're very fun. They're big, they're fun, and there's 9 new maps.
There's 9 of them, and also I think the 1v1 maps tend to take a lot more advantage of some of the kind of weirder, I don't know, items. Zelnaga watchtowers, speed zones, the high yield gas. There's a lot of creative thing. The more creative the map is, the more creative things you can do with them. And I just love seeing someone take advantage of stuff that are unique about some of them.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, honestly, I feel like StarCraft 2 is in a really stagnant state. I've really kind of been turned off to the game the past few months. So, like I feel like everyone's doing the same thing over and over. So even if it puts me at a disadvantage, I'm down to like just do something different.
Yeah, I've been seeing a little of both. I think one of the biggest criticisms, at least as far as the balance changes went, were that they didn't really respond to any of the feedback while they were making all those changes at once. But live and learn. I mean, they're going to keep evolving.
Yeah, at least now you get 9 new maps and lots of changes. So when you get back there, it definitely won't be the same, Frieden, when you get in there. So
it definitely felt fresher for me. I'd taken a little bit of time where I was just playing co-op, but change is nice. Even when not all of it is the most logical change, it keeps things interesting for me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And
with the new maps, I think I'm not sure if FSL played like an Archon kind of mode. But the new maps with Archon, I think it's gonna be great.
If you're interested, I would love to do some Archon show matches. We've been talking about that for a while. Just no one's really volunteered on any of the nights where we had an opening. Next week's going to be interesting too. I'm actually going to be taking the afternoon off. I'm going to be live reacting to the BlizzCon opening ceremonies and then doing some of my own StarCraft streaming for the afternoon before we wrap up the standard season FSL matches.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, sure.
If I'm available.
And there's going to be an off season too, and I'll still be around to host during that. So yeah, the crazier you want to get, let me know. You want to do some of those? You even want to do some Brood War? I will host.
Yep. All right. Well, guys, good seeing you. Frieden, if you want to do some teams, let me know. We'll do all that. That's always fun. And Gray, good job. I'll see you guys next time, and that'll do it for tonight, right, Hyper Turtle?
Oh, cool.
Playoffs is about to start.
Keep the room lit like this more often.
Yeah, playoffs is about to start. Yeah, that does look cool. All right, dudes. GG's.
All right.
Good luck. Have fun.
GG.
See you guys.
Again, guys.
Good night.
Later.
All right, that'll do it, guys. Thanks, Hyper Turtle. We'll see you next time.